One. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die Presents. Tonight we present Rime of the Frost Maiden. And Marcus Scott is going to be running that game for us this evening. So I will hand this over to him as soon as I get done giving a shout out for Roll 20, is where our maps, which apparently is not centered on us. Let's see, and he goes and changes it on me right in the middle of me moving the camera. So all our maps and our miniatures are brought to you through the Roll 20 app. Also, GUI Cube is one of our sponsors. That commercial you saw at the very beginning is from the GUI Cube's Chapter 1 of the Red Star Rising campaign. If you haven't had a chance to check out the GUI Cube, please go give them a look-see. It's very good. Set up a 5th edition gameplay. Let's see. I know there's something else I need to say, and I want to get it out there before I forget. But it's too late. I already forgot. Does anybody else have any other announcements or things they can think of that we need to say?
They say
Go ahead.
the memory is the first to go as you start to get old, Dan.
So you know what to look forward to.
I'm behind, though, so it's okay.
Yeah, but what? Year, maybe?
A bit more. But keep going. Don't let me interrupt.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Did you update the link for...
I did last time we were discussing it. You handed me another link, and I put it in. I should have put it in the description.
Okay.
I believe I did. We did it while we were live, so yes.
Okay.
The link he's referring to is for the Extra Life campaign. We have a new link that we picked up this year, so if you want to give some funds and some money to help out the children, please go to that link that's in the description below and give to your heart's content. Also, I would like to maybe make a shout out. Granted, this isn't 5th edition, but I believe, Rod, there is a crowdfund going on.
There is, for anyone who, if I don't know that anyone here has really seen us playing Torg much,
We've
but
got
we
a
did
few
a couple of months
episodes.
ago.
Yeah.
There is for my favorite, probably my favorite reality of the entire setting, Aurorsh, the reality of Victorian horror. So that is currently going on Game On Tabletop. They're doing very well. They've unlocked almost all of the various stretch goals. So
Last I checked, they were up to about 80,000 collected.
It's something like that. They are also doing a raffle every couple of days, which, as long as you're in, you basically can do an add-on for free raffle of playing a game with one of the game designers as the GM. So I got my fingers crossed. I'm never gonna.
That's pretty cool.
You know, it would be, yes. So it'd be very cool. They're actually it's a fun game, and actually we'll be starting to stream that in a few weeks too, Dan.
Yes, we will. So stay tuned, and we'll be doing that on. We're still gonna be doing that on Wednesday, correct?
Yeah, I believe right now we're shooting for Wednesday the 10th as our first game session, and it will be Blood on the Blasted Lands as we go through the reality of Tharkold, which is, I tell people, techno-terror. It is magic using cybernetically enhanced demons fighting a war against the race being all the humans who are kind of... There's really no more ethnicities at this point for that cosm, because, you know, when you're all thrown in the slave pens that the demons have, you do what you can. So the race are fighting the demons, the techno demons, and this book will deal with some of that. Have lots of nuclear fallout. Should be fun.
So where is that crowdfunding again?
Game On Tabletop. So if you search Game On Aurorsh, which is basically Aurorsh is the word horrors, just take the H and move it to the end. Right. Yes, that. Okay. And they are doing pretty good. Oh no, they're over 100K now.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Nice.
They've jumped
503%.
Yeah.
With 18 days to go.
I know right around lunchtimes when I noticed they were at 80K.
Yep. And the main, like, you know, tier where you can get things, which is the one I always go for Aurorsh, instead of, you know, in the past it's been the treasure chest and blah, blah, but now it's a casket. They call it the Aurorsh casket. So
nice.
I think so.
No, I like that little flavor. That's cool.
So.
All right. So, I can't think of anything else that needs to be announced. Marcus, do you have anything else beyond the Children's Miracle Network?
No, I do not. I guess we'll go ahead and jump into our players' introductions.
Don't forget, we have our points as well that you can spend, but please let's hold off on spending them in the beginning, maybe later on in the game. Give Marcus a chance before we totally screw it up for him.
I will be honest, because I know this group, and there's no sense of having plot hooks or anything like that. So this entire campaign is going to be improvised.
Uh-oh.
Okay. This is just a veil of what could happen.
Yes.
Without further ado, I will hand this all over to Marcus, and we will jump right into Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Hello, everyone. I am Marcus Scott. I'll be the DM tonight, and I will be running Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Tonight's players I have, we'll start with the people above me.
My name is Curtis Ross. I am playing Tiflo, the Leonin monk.
All right.
And, of course, you all should know me. I'm Dan Latham, also known as Shadow Dagar, and tonight I will be playing the Goliath bard named Largal Stoneclaw.
My name is Tara. I am portraying Lorena Moonflower today, who is a roguelock, I guess is the term I'm going to use for that.
It's probably a good term.
You don't want to go with Wargu?
Huh?
You don't want to go with Wargu?
It sounds like a
form of
pasta topping.
I was thinking more of an Italian noodle, but...
And
you guys don't know anything about pasta or Italian food. I can tell you that as someone who's cooking.
Not a thing.
Nothing.
No.
All right. I guess it's just me then, huh?
Yes.
I am Michael Roderick. My character is Oome of Selune. He is followed by a little white snowy owl. You can see him right here if you just use your imagination. And I'm still figuring out his personality. He's definitely not going to be what we've seen on Dan's games. And he's not a cook because, I've already done that. So I got to come up with a new shtick. And it's still
fermenting.
It's not arrived yet.
Is it still fermenting up there?
Fermenting might be the right word, right? Because it indicates that something somewhere has gone bad. It's fermenting.
Now, also, Ronnie should be joining us before long, so when he does, we may have to do some camera corrections. So bear with us when that happens.
Yeah, he should be.
He joins as a potato.
Yeah,
a metal potato.
I miss eating
There's
potatoes.
a metal. He's done a metal potato now.
He's going to be a metal potato.
I have not seen a metal potato.
His character that he's set to play is a druid, but it's a Warforged druid.
Warforged druid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So pretty much Transformer.
Okay.
More than
Sorry,
one.
So a little bit.
I role played a potato once, so when you said he was going to do it, I'm like, oh, okay, I've done that before. I get that.
There's so much about you that's unknown.
It was a Dragonborn, but it was based off of what was it, Strax, the potato-looking guy from Doctor Who.
Okay.
When I play him, people are like, "You're the potato," and I'd be like, "You got it. Yes, thank you." But I only had that conversation once because only one person ever got it.
It still counts as validation.
It is. Yes, it was.
Okay. Well, that is our players, and hopefully this will be interesting to all of us. But like I said, we are starting Icewind Dale, the Rime of the Frost Maiden. Welcome to the far north. North of the spine of the world and west of the towering Regan Glacier is a frigid expanse few dare to explore, let alone inhabit. This icy land in windswept tundra recently became locked in perpetual dark winter without reprieve. Ariel, the Frost Maiden, the divine embodiment of winter's fury, has withdrawn to this cold corner of the world to live among mortals. Further, she has cast a terrible spell over Icewind Dale to the detriment of most of its denizens. Each night before midnight, Aurora takes to the sky on the back of the white rock and weaves her spell, which manifests as a shimmering curtain of light, a beautiful aurora that illuminates the night sky and fades before dawn. This powerful magic prevents next day's sun from rising above the horizon, turning midday into twilight and trapping Icewind Dale in its winter dark embrace. So, with no sunlight or warmth to melt the snow and ice, each casting of the spell leaves the Frost Maiden weakened, with just enough divine power left to barricade the mountain paths with blizzards and churn the sea of moving ice. With blistering winds, such measures discourage travelers from approaching or leaving Icewind Dale, further isolation of the region. Icewind Dale has thus been trapped in a different reality from the rest of the world, for there, for though the sun never rises over the dale, it continues to rise everywhere else. That gives you a little bit of background. All right. As our lovely adventures have been recently staying at, what was the name of that freaking tavern again?
Northlook.
Yes, thank you. Been staying over at Northlook. Just as what you believe to be your typical normal sunrise. For about half of you, it was kind of a chilly, chilly night. Just another gruesome day in the Tin Towns, howling winds, bitter cold, foul tempers, and snow drifts big enough to bury a herd of moose. But today, as you all wake up and head down to the tavern, the local tavern is abuzz with news about a series of recent killings. Before the murders, the only question on everyone's mind was, will Summer ever return to Icewind Dale? Now the question is, will I be the next killer victim? Nothing breeds fear and paranoia like a murderer with no face. 3 cold blood murders have been committed in the past month. A halfling trapper in East Haven, a human shipbuilder in Targos, and just 2 days ago, a dwarf glassblower in Bryn Shander. Each victim was found with a dagger of ice through the heart. What's the connection? The drunken of lot huddled in the tavern offers no credible ideas, but sitting apart from them is an ugly shield dwarf with a nasty scar across her nose, who looks like she has something worth knowing. She's been smoking her pipe and eyeing you ever since you walked down. And the stage is set.
Can you repeat the 3 victims' names? I didn't want to interrupt during.
I didn't have names. It was a
Racist.
halfling trapper in East Haven, a human shipbuilder in Targos, and just a couple days ago, a dwarf glassblower in Bryn Shander.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you happen to be in Bryn Shander, by the way. So let me move y'all to the big map of Bryn Shander. There you go. Works if I move myself to that same map.
Details,
Okay.
all in the details.
Ah,
Where's the inn that we're at? Where's Northlook?
Northlook would be up here
Okay.
near the north gate.
Okay. Are you okay if I circle it?
Yeah, go ahead. No, that's a square. I said circle.
Well, son of a...
That's like the pointiest circle I've ever seen.
I'm not good at art.
I'm just messing. Actually, don't I have a tavern here?
Like that? That kind of what you wanted?
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
that's
can
fine.
see it, you can't see it.
Well, that... Okay, fine. It could be like that. That's because I tried to use a bright moon type color.
It came out as your color.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. That's better. It's also still
No,
a
that's
square.
terrible. I know. That's
Thank
why
you,
I'm
Dan.
getting
For-
no,
for
gosh
shame.
dang it. Come on. So, Marcus, how's it
because
going so far?
It's
I
going
held the wrong
great.
key. All right, this one right there. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes. See where it says Northlook and the big long arrow pointing to a building?
No.
No, we don't see that.
That's probably on the GM layer. If you move it to the map layer, we'll stop looking incompetent.
Okay.
No,
You
we
gotta
got
go
a
to the
circle
GM
now.
layer.
We're good.
Let me see.
Are you Dan?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. How do
They
I
do that for Curse of Strahd. All that stuff's on the GM layer, and you got to move it around.
how do I move that? Oh, okay, there we go. Layer
Right.
to map layer. There. You see it now?
Nope.
Well, no.
Nope.
Could the map we're looking at be on the front, and that's a clear map that should be on the back, possibly?
Anyways,
We have it
We'll move on.
circled. It's good.
it's good. Okay. So y'all are coming down. Like we discussed in session 0, you've worked together. Well, you've worked for the same person. Whether or not two of y'all work together or not, y'all had that worked out. Apparently, someone owes y'all some money as well.
Mm.
I'm working on that.
Yep. Someone owes us money.
Yeah. So the stage is set. What in the world is that? Oh, that's someone tuning up their lyre for tonight.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought he was playing a harpsichord for a second.
Okay. All right.
I thought something was just out of tune on your end.
I
Nope.
mean,
That's Larg is sitting up at, in the front of the tavern. He's tuning up his lyre. It's not
Yeah.
sounding very good.
No, it's not.
But the stage
that
is
checks
set.
out from what I've heard so far.
So what would y'all like to do?
When we're coming down, we're not coming. We're just coming into the tavern. We're not. We don't have like a set meeting with anybody, right? Nobody's reached out to us.
Right. You're just waking up. Like I said, everybody, Northlook is the only real tavern in this town. So that's the only place y'all have been able to stay.
All right. So I guess when I come out of the room and walk into the main tavern bar, I'll look around, walk up to the bar, give a nod, my regular, and he'll hand me a hot cup of tea and some whatever is for breakfast for the day.
Okay.
And,
Get to what? There's some potatoes and a meat of some sorts.
I don't ask questions. I just
Okay.
eat.
When they say meat of some sort, that's when you ask questions.
No.
Well,
Been
you
here
gotta
long
understand.
enough that I just eat it.
You don't have to ask. You just eat what you have that you can get.
Yes.
It's better
Any
than
news of the
starving to
night?
death.
And I'll
And
ask the in the tavern, whoever's working the bar that morning.
okay. I can actually tell you who's. This morning you will find Garnd the Hammer. Oh nope, that's the wrong. There we go. You see a human by the name of Scramsack. Throughout the few days or weeks you've been here, he's a veteran retired swordsman, and if you've listened to any of Largles singing at night, you'll hear stories about Scramsack's adventures and stuff like that. But he's down there in the morning. He brings you your tea and your basically it's sort of like a corned beef and hash mixture.
All right.
but you're not sure if that's actually beef.
I didn't ask him what it was. Just said I wanted some.
It's
Well,
meat.
no,
It
this
doesn't really matter. It's meat. Meat's meat, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Anybody seen my dog?
Grimsack, have you heard anything of what's happened last night? It seems to be a bit busy in here.
Yes, everyone has starting to get concerned with these string of murders that have come across. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot. Just what the local gossip in the tavern is. Um, However, and he points over to the shield dwarf that's been staring at you. Um, she might know something and might help move the plot along.
Oh, I thought she was a fan. I figured that's why she was staring.
You got any salt?
Uh,
Can I get one of the biggest mugs of mead you have available?
all right. He grabs your mug, slides it over. I assume throwing that on your tab as usual.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Well, he's a buddy of yours, and you've been staying at his place, so.
And I will walk over towards the table with a shield dwarf, big old smile on my face, and her mug in my hand. I saw you looking from across the room, and I figured you had something to say. Plus, I brought you a drink.
Crap, where's that sheet go?
I don't know, lass. I have no idea where your shit's gone. What was that?
Okay.
Checking the bottom of the outhouse out back, maybe?
As you approach, you see Shield Dwarf kind of gets herself ready and nods to you as you sit down. You hand her the drink.
Turn a chair around, sit down on it.
Thank you. What can I do you for?
Did everybody else come over, or did I just do it on my own?
I'm just listening at this point. I haven't.
I think you went on your own.
Oh. I turn around and look. It's like, well, I guess it's all on me then. So, yeah, heard a rumor about some deaths, and that you might be the one interested in, or might have the information we need, and something about plot points. I don't know where that came from or what that's all about, but
People here speak weird.
so
yes.
there's people dead. I'm
Yes,
assuming you know what that's all about, and
Yes, I am a bounty hunter. I've been tracking this guy for just shy of a month now. And I've seemed to have lost track. Gentleman I'm looking for is Sepak Kaltro. Works for a small traveling merchant company called Torg, owned and operated by a shady dwarf named Torga Icevind. What?
Look Rod gave you, so you said who they worked for.
Okay.
What can you spell that name for me slowly? I am just a bard, after all.
Who? Torg or Torga?
The person you're looking for, you said his name was.
Oh, Sefik.
Okay.
That'd be Sephek. Kaltro. Kaltro.
All right, and he worked for this tour.
A merchant company called Torg. That's run by a shady dwarf named Torga Icevine. Icevane. In other words, Sefik gets around. He's charming, makes friends easily. He's also Torga's bodyguard. So I'm guessing he's good with a blade.
Well, I mean, if he's a bodyguard, I kind of hope he's good with something other than his smile.
His victims come from only 3 towns that sacrifice people to the Frost Maiden on the nights of the new moon.
People
This
sacrifice.
Wait. I hear this from wherever I am in whatever corner, sacrificing during the new moon, and I'll be like, "Wait, what was that abomination I just heard?"
She looks over you and then back to.
Yeah, you might want to come over here. You do owe me some money. So come sit down and we can hear in on this. Might be some money involved.
I'm a little shy at the moment, but
Yeah, but you
I'm
might be
good
able to
for it.
earn some by
Oh
helping out
yes,
here. So
absolutely.
come over, sit down.
It's more important to do good than to earn money, though. After all, but it's neither here nor there. Did
More
you say
important to
some
be
people
able
are-
to pay for my food.
Yes, let me get back to you on that. So let's not distract the nice woman from what she was saying. You said that there's someone practicing ritual sacrifice.
Yes. With 10 towns under this massive ice storm from Aurora. Ariel.
Oral.
Yeah. The 3 major towns of 10 towns, they held a lottery, per se, of everyone in town. And the winner, per se, of this lottery is to be sacrificed to her in order for everyone to survive that night's winter storm.
So
And how often
the
do they
winner
do this?
loses.
How often do they do this? Monthly?
On the nights of the new moon.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Moon's area, so
I am.
Okay.
Yes, that is the night gloom, the most unholy night of the entire month. The Church of Saint Lune, we know that night well, and that is when people routinely get up to evil. I should probably know where we are at in the phases of the moon, since major part of my religion. How much time do I think we have?
For the next full moon?
Yes.
Well,
What time is
one
it?
was killed 2 days ago, so the full moon just occurred. So
we got some time, but I
about
still
3 weeks.
Friends, I have a way that I can pay all of you back.
All of us.
In gold.
Oh, really?
Let's not quibble about the details. Yes, we need to go to which lake was this near?
I haven't said anything. Oh,
okay.
You're
Apart from
talking-
Bryn Shander, they're all by lake, so I figure they're by one of them.
Yeah, we're in Bryn Shander, and that's where one of the people were killed. A dwarf glassblower
Which was
killed in.
which was the
Yeah,
latest
but
one.
the dwarf glassblower wasn't ritually sacrificed.
Oh, sacrifices.
Yes, we have to put an end to that. And I anticipate the reward will be substantial.
For ending the sacrifices, not catching the killer?
Both. But first, ending the sacrifices. That's of primary import. Sacrifices during the dark of the moon. That's evil of the lowest order.
Sorry, I look over and I'm still eating. So I'm like with a full, very un-elvish style of just like talking with her mouth full. Just, so when we get this straight,
Yes.
we have a way to possibly earn money with this bounty hunter. I'm shoveling more food in my mouth. Just very unladylike, very gruff in the way that
Lass, you've got something
it's
right there.
take a dagger.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Thanks. So rather than going for what would get us money first, which is stopping the murder, and then looking at this probably religious sacrifice, you want to look at the sacrifice first.
It's more important.
And who's going to pay you for that?
Well, in my experience, I've always found that if we look to the sky,
Then you find
if
some
we look to
dopes
the
to give
moon.
you gold.
No, I've never. I don't understand. You seem to misconstrue my meaning. If you look to the sky will be able to rain blessings upon you. Typically, you look to the moon, to say Luna, and she will provide us guidance.
I turn around and start eating again. I'm gonna
Okay, but
need
look at it
something
this way.
stronger
Look at
than
it this way.
tea.
There's there there are people who are being taken against their will and
Scrimsack whiskey,
sacrificed.
please.
No fucks.
Thank you. I don't need one. I'm good.
Not for you.
So,
Yes.
how exactly are these folks dying?
His victims come from. Only I already read that part.
Ice knife of some sort.
Yeah. Lost track of where I was.
I
There.
blame Dan.
Probably.
This is what passes for civilized behavior in Icewind Dale. Talking about the sacrifice. Maybe the victims found a way to keep their names out of the drawings, and Sefik found out they were cheating, so he killed them. Maybe, just maybe, Sefik is doing the Frost Maiden's work. I followed Torg for a 10-day as it moved from town to town. Quite the devious little enterprise, but that's not my concern. What struck me is how comfortable Sefik Kaltra looked in this weather. No coat, no scarf, no gloves. It was like the cold couldn't touch him. Kiss of the Frost Maiden, indeed. I will pay you
Yes.
100 gold
Not really
pieces
all that cold outside.
to apprehend Sefik Kaltro, ascertain of his guilt, and deal with him, preferably without involving authorities. When this job is done, return to me and collect your money.
How much did you
How
say
much
that was
gold?
again?
Yeah.
100 gold pieces.
Is that each?
No.
Each. That seems like an overpayment to pay us for doing what's right. I think
Well,
we
I'm
you
should
owe
pay
gonna
some of
need
us a
you
lot.
to shut
So-
up now.
So
and
we
I think
we
we'll
all
go
have
out.
come to realize who is going to be doing the negotiations, right?
Well, this
Not
gentleman
the
here
priest.
has a very good point. You are doing what's nice, or what's right.
what's right.
So
See, it's
maybe-
morally right.
Yeah, but how much is the bounty on his head anyway?
Give me a persuasion.
All right. Persuasion. How's a 21 work?
All right. You are helping me out. His bounty is 200 gold. I'll split it with you if you can just get them and bring them back to me.
That would be the same 100 gold.
No. This would be 200 split 5 ways. It's better.
Well, what's the
Five
split?
ways. 100 for
200
me
for 5 of us.
and 100 for y'all. That was. Unless someone wants to try to persuade a little bit more.
No. That's
I got
fantastic. 100 for each of us. That's great. I'll be able to pay several of you.
No, it's 100 for your party. And
What?
didn't you just tell me that I shouldn't pay you anyways because you guys are doing what's right?
He's
Well,
doing
you
what's
can pay.
right.
You
not
can pay
us.
them extra. You can pay them extra. It's okay. I don't mind.
So
You,
you got one party member telling me not to pay you.
So I'm going to go ahead and
all right, let's see what this final guidelines is. You said 200 is how much the bounty is on what's his face's head, and you'll pay us 100 gold to help you bring him in.
Yes.
Do you prefer a warm or cold body?
I
Well-
would prefer.
I think he's going to be fairly cold if he's not wearing any clothing outside.
If you a
oh, it
certain
hits my head.
guilt and bring me proof of his death, then that will be fine.
I'm going to turn around between bites and go, like his head.
Well, I mean, if that's the only proof you can find, sure.
Maybe we can avoid murder. Maybe.
Prefer to call it self-defense.
Yes, but you're already talking about self-defensing him to death, and we haven't even met the fellow.
Self-defensing.
If he's the one killing people, then I don't see what your hang-up on it would be.
Maybe he's the one performing these bad rituals that you don't like to the moon.
Oh. Well, yes. I mean, if he's doing that, then yes, he absolutely deserves a swift execution so that he can face judgment in the next life.
How
I say
about
we go
this?
get him and hang him out to dry.
If you feel like he's innocent, you can try and stop my blade before it meets his gut.
It sounds like you're saying you're going to stab me in the belly.
His
Him,
gut,
not
not
you.
yours.
No. No.
You don't get paid if you stab me in the belly.
In fact, I might get paid more because it's still 100 gold.
Yeah, but I don't store any in my belly, so you won't
I
get it.
think what she's saying is there'll be less of a split between the 5 of us versus the 4 of us.
There might be, but you still
Yeah, but,
won't
I
get
mean,
enough to pay
look,
back. Look, he owes
I'd
me
rather
a sizable amount, and splitting 100 gold between 3 of us still isn't even going to touch how much he owes me. So let's keep him alive, just at least until he pays me back. I don't know how much he owes you guys.
And I mean,
a
5
lot.
is bigger than 4, so this is a good split.
Right. I'm gonna. How much would, since we've been staying here, would I know how much a typical breakfast and 3 or 4, maybe 5 shots of whiskey would have been?
Staying here is about. Let me get the. You know what? I will say.
Do you want the standard for lodging?
Yeah, lodging.
Well, for modest living is like a gold a day. So if you want
Right.
to take that.
No,
into
this
consideration.
is.
Not.
Yeah,
So
you're out in the middle of
It
nowhere.
might be cat
A
squirrel.
silver, a
So-
copper.
But it's modest here because it's all that's here.
I need you to stop talking me out of money.
I'm
All
sorry,
right,
I can't
so-
help myself.
how much did you drink
3, 4, 5. A bunch of shots.
of
Whiskey.
whiskey? I guess we could go with, say, wine. That's fine wine.
I'm assuming this would have been swill.
Yeah, it's.
So we'll
like
go.
burning throat.
Yeah, we'll go with say a mug of ale. So you say 5 shots. It's about 4 coppers per piece, and meat, like a chunk of meat, and a loaf of bread is about 5. Well, 3 silvers for the meat and 2 coppers for the bread.
All right, so I'll look over at Scrimsack and I'll just put a gold on the table, nod, walk over to the table, sit down. Actually on the table, like, because at this point I'm a little tipsy. I don't give a shit. I'm pissed off about the whole money thing.
Okay.
Going,
But
okay,
why? You lent it to me. Why be mad at me? I didn't do anything wrong.
been a while. And you're talking us out of paychecks. So
No.
There, Marcus. So that helps you out any.
Okay, thank you.
Well, it might not help you out any because that's not even the page I. Okay, never mind. I'll go ahead
Look.
and
I should.
there.
I look forward to moving around anyway. I don't like to stay in one place too long. So I'm into help just to do it. But if you could refrain from giving away our services for free, that would be super awesome.
I'm sorry. Were you saying something to me?
No.
Okay.
Best friends in one campaign, nemesis in the other.
It
No,
seemed like
no.
it was directed more at
it's gonna be-
you.
it's gonna be hard to get mad at because I'm a nice guy. I'm you know
You're
I'm not
a
the
nice
brightest
guy.
bulb in the box though. And I've already figured out my first flaw, and I even put it on my character sheet. I shouldn't have said that.
That's
What
also
is-
one of them, right?
What's that?
Not have said
What's
that.
everyone's
Yes,
passive perception?
16.
16.
Oh, 17.
16.
Holy shit.
How did you do that?
Tara,
17.
Oh,
17? Okay, while y'all are sitting here jibber jabbering, you notice another adventuring group come in and sit down at another table. And as y'all are talking, the Shield Maiden actually gets up and walks over to them.
hey, wait,
I bought you an
we gotta
ale.
hurry. This is the one that just hired us.
I'm going to follow her and listen to what she says to them just behind, but I'm going to try and do it quietly so she doesn't hear me following her.
Do
All
any
right,
of you
Dennis.
know where
Health.
you turn in bounties? Maybe if we deal with this, we can just turn it in and split the
It's
entire
16.
catch all to ourselves.
You hear her a little disgruntled on maybe I hired the wrong crew and starts
I'm
talking
going to whisper, like next to her in a very interesting way. Go, the key word there is hired.
I don't care who gets it done. It needs to be done. And you two all y'all seem to be bickering. So
It's early.
if
We'll
you can,
Look up.
what insurances I have that y'all can actually get the job done?
Well, that all depends upon the amount of information you give us to go by. I mean, all we know is there's dead people. Do we know where exactly the bodies was found? What condition the body was found in? How long they were dead prior to being found? Was there any other evidence around the body when it was found?
You know all I know. The
Ah.
victims were found with a ice knife stabbed. I told you I've been following Torque for 10 days as they move from town to town. They're
Where did you lose his trail? Exactly.
here.
It's a big city.
Here, north side, east side, outside of the town?
Was it West Look, South Look, or
South,
was it Mid
maybe?
Look?
Yeah.
You're
'Cause of
welcome,
North Look.
Marcus.
I'm not going to talk over y'all, so
Remember Sundays. That's all I got to say.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wait. You're not gonna just drag this out and try to make him miserable so he gives it all to the rest of us, are you, Dan?
No, I'm just messing with
Okay.
him.
I'm just because there's multiple games I'm running for you, so you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe one tomorrow, depending upon if you have an opening.
We'll see. No
But
promises.
no. Torque's caravan left apparently a day after the murders. I wasn't aware they were ready to leave, so I don't know where they headed. They travel from town to town.
Okay,
You
but
know
you
where they
do
were
remember where the
staying.
body was at, right?
Yes.
Okay, that'd be a good idea to start there.
Okay. The body was found. All right. If you go to the bottom right hand,
That's left.
or correct, left. Thank you. Sorry. Near the stables. That circle building right there, because I don't, is the stables
Okay.
in the southwest gate. So,
Is that where the body was in the stables?
it was found buried underneath some hay.
You,
Hey.
Well, where does the glass blower live?
We'll figure it out.
He lives. All right. You see the center of the map?
Yes.
Go out 100 meters in any direction. That's where he lives. Because it doesn't say where he lives in the campaign.
Perfect.
So take that out about 300 feet in any
100,
direction.
100 meters? Oh.
Yeah.
There. No, there.
All right. So he
There.
lives in this building.
Sure.
All right. Well,
Just not this building, because that building is.
Not
Town
this
hall.
one, because that's something.
That's Town Hall. So, sure, this is an apartment complex.
I'd say probably one of the smaller buildings in the center because that's usually where the market's at, and he's a glass blower. So,
Yeah.
all right, and the book doesn't tell you.
So he lives here, and he was found down here.
Yes.
Well, why don't we go search the stables and
This
see if we can find it down there.
Sounds like a plan to me. But...
this
See
merchant
any
company.
tracks, and maybe his house too.
Did you have word of them doing business with anybody in town?
Yes, their main caravan is what brings commerce from each town. We through them is where the towns trade with one another and everything.
Do they have an office set up here somewhere that you know of?
No, they do not. They are a traveling group.
Okay, so well, I think the only thing we can do right now, I suppose, is go check on where the most recent body was found and see what we can find out. Maybe even talk to a constable or two.
Should
Do we even have
should
any
we have
constables
breakfast
here?
before we go?
We just had breakfast. Where were you?
Oh, I didn't realize we had breakfast.
She's been eating it the entire time we were sitting here talking.
Here's like a quarter of the breakfast still on my plate. If you're really that hungry, go for it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I have 5 silver. 5.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a huge. I have student loans. Okay, that's what I have.
I'd order one, and what meat comes out?
It's a
Questionable.
stringy, little gamey bit of meat that's got some spices and some.
Can I try and identify the meat?
This is the reason why I keep my wolves and my sled on the other side of town. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Give me a nature check.
It's rat.
Hey, I'm mediocre at nature. I'm mediocre at nature.
You're not 100% sure.
Tastes like protein.
Yes.
Do I
It's-
recognize the taste at all?
It's not long pork, right?
No, I said it was
No.
stringy.
Okay.
A little stringy, a little gamey.
I'm thinking stray animal.
I'm thinking it's safe to eat.
Why do you think his cellars are so clean?
I haven't gotten sick off it yet. The whiskey helps.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the whiskey will burn away any of the, bad bacteria and stuff that comes in this food. I can
He's
tell you,
trying to say I'm a bad cook.
Oh no, you're a great cook. The best rat in town. I mean, best meat in town.
I have no complaints.
So, do we want to search his house first, or?
Maybe we should check the where the body was at first.
Yeah, the longer we wait to
Alright.
get that, the more traffic and everything that's going to go through it.
Okay.
And is there should be some sort of like city watch or whatever here, or I can't recall.
Yes. You are familiar with the speaker, Devashan. That's who you've done some work with here and there. And you are familiar with Sheriff Markham Southwell. He's the command of this little militia type
Yeah, because it's usually
guard.
when you're in a village town like this, it's usually like that militia type police. It's not like a Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Did they provide handouts for either of those
Yes.
folk? Okay.
Yes.
I was asking because I was like, I know those folks are in Storm King's Thunder, which I've run like 8 times. So
Yeah.
I recognize the name.
Yeah,
So
you'll
if they
notice
didn't, I
there's
was going to be like, hey, I can import them if you'd like.
there is some crossover between those two.
That
So
makes sense.
What we got going on? I keep hearing so that means somebody's talking.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
I saw it.
Dan in yet, or not Dan?
Yeah, Dan's
No,
here.
he's not here. I don't think he's gonna make it tonight.
Okay.
I mean,
Physically,
the lights
not
are
mentally.
On, but
Yeah.
That's it. Disadvantage on everybody.
Exactly.
disadvantage on you, disadvantage on your cow. Oh crap! I just clicked the wrong button.
Oh, how dare.
So where
That was
are
my
y'all?
disadvantage.
Where are y'all heading?
Towards the stables first.
Come towards the stables, yeah.
I'm gonna get bundle up first thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get nice
What?
dressed and all first thing.
I throw my jacket over my shoulder as I walk out the door.
Maybe you're the killer.
What makes you say that?
And I just walk out laughing.
Could make a quick buck.
Hold on. Why do you think he's the killer?
I was joking. Because there was mention of the cold not affecting Suffolk. It would
Would that make one a suspect?
no.
Well, I'm curious. After we get outside and she's not in earshot. What if we just turn this bounty in ourselves? Would we have to turn it into her since she said it was a bounty?
I
We
figured
could just get the 200 for ourselves and split it amongst ourselves.
I figured we could check with when we're doing the investigation. I can probably ask, Sheriff Southwell what he thinks. If he's the one's gonna be paying out the bounty, and we can probably.
That might actually be a bad idea.
You wanted to do this for free. Now you're worried about us.
No. Not what I meant. It might be a bad idea because then if we get that sort of reputation, then people won't give us work in the future because they'll just worry that we're taking money away from them.
Well, that's her fault for contracting out the bounty.
Well,
when we could
she
just
was literally going to take the
throw out
job
the
from
middleman.
us after giving us the job. But I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I mean,
I hate to agree with this one, but I do.
Thank you.
I would also maybe suggest this is a bounty for Suffolk specifically, but we might check with the sheriff and
there might be other bounties.
True.
and check with the oh my gosh, what's that?
Leva?
There's Torga.
No.
You want to
Torga
know
is the lady running the
No.
Sheriff
Devessa.
The speaker Shane.
Yeah, Devessa Shane.
Yes. We might want to check with the speaker though, because there might be a localized bounty for figuring out who killed. Like a secondary, separate, not taking anything out of the dwarves' hand bounty, if you know what I mean.
Well, if you do recall, the dwarf did say preferably without involving authorities. Just as a reminder.
Yeah,
In case
she
you
would
missed
rather-
that.
Yeah, we remember, but we forgot.
We totally missed it.
I remember you saying it, but then when I'm talking about trying to get evidence, information, I'm thinking.
To be fair, I'm 100% okay not ever talking to authorities.
Why is that?
Really? Why
Yeah,
is
that makes perfect sense.
I
Why
just
does that make sense?
Why would you?
It can just
why would
get
you
in the
worry
way.
about it? I mean, you're traveling with a stone claw after all. You should be fine.
I'm not saying it's not because I'm fine, but sometimes there's some red tape to leap over.
Politics.
I prefer to avoid that.
What's red tape?
Yeah, all right.
It's red as a color, and I'm thinking more of a ribbon than tape.
Okay, what's a red ribbon have to do with talking to police?
It's
Sheriff?
like it binds your hands. Like you can't do certain things if the law is
Kind
aware
of-
that you're doing things.
kind of things do you do that you bind your hand? Well, never mind. I've been to those places. Never mind. Let's go check on where this dead body was at. There was that one time in Waterdeep.
You're not a follower of Leviatar, are you?
Of what?
Okay, good. You pass.
It's a great place. You should visit it sometime. Anyway.
You know, the god who likes the sadistic, masochistic kind of things.
Malar?
No,
Leviatar.
Leviathan.
She's a goddess. You said god, so that's why I figured
did.
you meant Malar.
I don't remember.
This is all in character. You mention religion, I got you.
Yeah, I don't particularly follow anybody.
Ooh, that's going to be the wall. Let me tell you about Selune so that we can save your soul.
All right, so shall we?
I'll keep up. Unless you have a speed greater than 30. If
I'll
not,
move ahead
I
of
will
you.
proselytize you the entire way there. Don't worry, you two guys, I'm not proselytizing you. It's her soul that's in danger.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
because she mentioned it.
I don't follow anybody like that. I mean, there's...
And I got a 45 movement. So I'm just on.
I mean, there's beliefs that I have. Maybe
But
deals.
not in any of the gods.
Maybe deals.
So let me tell you about the wall.
Deals.
And I will tell you all about the Wall of the Faithless. Have you heard about the Wall of the Faithless? You do know if you don't have faith in any of the deities, Kelemvar, he's going to use your soul as a building block and stick it in this wall. And you spend eternity as a sentient brick stuck in a wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't want the wall. No one wants the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
Oops.
Just another brick in the wall.
Right. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. So let's talk about the Moon Maiden. I keep going, but you go now.
Okay. Well, it takes y'all, because of the strong winds and the cold, probably good half hour. Those
Seems like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Those who aren't used to the cold, go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
Even if we have cold weather gear?
I got all my cold weather gear on. That's what I was dressing up for.
Okay. So just lower the DC.
Okay. That's with my cold weather gear.
You're fine.
I roll hot garbage constantly.
And you're fine.
Why are you guys shivering for? It's just a little nipply. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Nipply, I mean, I've been cold.
Nipply out.
Yes, see?
Yeah. Typho and Lauren, you notice that this weather really doesn't seem to bother Omi or whatever Dan's character's name is.
Largal.
Argal.
He's a Goliath, so it makes sense.
Yeah. But as y'all
I am obviously taken with telling you about Selune. Ome is very happy to be doing that.
All in all, it's just all in all, you'll become another brick in the wall.
As y'all come down to the stables, you notice there's a couple guards out, and just as you were getting there, you see...
I didn't even eat my pudding, but I love that meat.
You can't have any meat unless you've eaten your pudding. You can't have any pudding unless you've eaten your meat. Never mind.
Yeah. You see these two
I know, right?
come walking out. Devashan and
the sheriff.
So, would anybody, what do the other ones know these people? The rest of this group?
There's, y'all have done some work with her. You're not buddies, but throughout the time you've been here, you've done some things. So she kind of knows you, but not like, oh, long time no see type deal.
This is who you're avoiding? The sheriff?
In general, but not... I don't have anything against them. I just prefer to do my work without people watching.
Really? You were talking about red ribbons earlier, and you preferred not having watchers?
I step into a side alley and try and just go a different way.
Hold
the-
on, I haven't even told you about the false yet.
the
I'm
There
gonna
are
try
other
and do it
pitfalls to worry
stealthily.
the
about.
stables are this way.
All right, roll a stealth check.
And I just
All right.
go off, and I'm still going that way. I'm just going down to another route.
Hey, Lorena, where you going?
Don't worry, I'll stay with her. I'll turn back to tell you that. And where'd she go? I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
Yep, I can't see her.
Here you
I
are.
was, I was gonna point her out, but I didn't roll high.
I found her. We're gonna go this way.
Of course you did. She's standing right there.
Dash, double dash, extra movement.
As y'all are
You guys point her out, I'll catch
shouting
up.
this,
Easier.
Devos and Markham look towards you, confused.
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
What are y'all doing out in the cold this late at night?
Morning.
It's morning.
Damn sun's not here. I keep losing track of time.
We were just following up on town business. There was an incident.
What, somebody's horse get killed?
No.
Well, you just came out of the stable, so it's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. There's no need to concern the citizens.
What about my dogs? Are my dogs okay? Oh, that's right. I put them on the other side of town. Never mind.
Yeah, is my axe beacon there? How's he doing?
There's a few axe beaks, a few wolves, dogs. Which one's yours?
You know, the big feathery one with the big nose. That's his.
Yeah, no, he's got several bells tied along him. Easier to keep track of that way.
I will remember that.
Or right now.
Well, I'm sure you're in a hurry to get somewhere. So we won't keep you any longer than that. But you say the animals are fine, so we ain't got to worry about like his axe beak being killed for food or something like that by one of these local taverns. You know how they do that kind of
Right. There's no concern right now for the citizens.
thing. Okay. Everything else quiet? No problems?
Like I said, we're just on town business. If you don't mind, we need to head back. And y'all want to give an insight check? Or...
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
of course.
none, so no, not me.
I'll assist you if you want to take an insight check.
Ah, shit. It was only a 13 on my end.
Okay, I'll roll mine then. 19.
Well, my passive's
Alright.
a 16, so, I mean, if you want to take that into consideration.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I think we have the same shit, basically.
Probably.
You know, well, on top of that, since you already know about the murder, you see she's hesitant about letting the word out because she doesn't want to cause panic. But she also knows that the gossip mill's running around. That maybe if you pressed her a little bit more, she might be more forthcoming.
So,
I'll
what's
nudge.
really going on here?
Yeah, I'll
You
nudge you
said-
and be like,
You
hey,
kind of seem a little more tense than usual.
I don't think she wants the word of the murder getting out.
So you've heard. As she looks towards you.
Oh, we all have, wherever the elf went. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hopefully closer to the stables by now.
Okay. You rolled what for your stealth? 18?
Yeah.
I didn't roll stealth, and I'm going.
She
with
did.
You. But I'm going with her, and I
Yeah,
didn't.
oh yeah, you're with her, bothering her.
She didn't ask me to. Now, if she tells me to, if she asks me to go stealthily, I will.
Well, she looks at both of y'all, wondering.
Well, I'm just walking in the street, so you know.
I think they wanted a little
11, that's
privacy.
really
They
good.
were trying. I don't know. He's doing some sermon with her about the wall.
Oh,
whatever the
he
hell
got-
Whatever his god is, yeah.
She got him started on that. I'd made that mistake once. But yes, we prefer not to let the word out, but
So,
with
I mean,
the other murders, we seem to
other murders?
have. Yes, there was rumors of.
Didn't she say there was one over in East Haven and Sharbrose?
Yes, thank you. Uh,
I was sorry, I was trying to be coy about it, but
yeah. Well,
Typhlo will go ahead and throw it all out the window for me.
You're welcome.
we received word of the other murders.
Yeah, what was the dwarf's name?
The dwarf's name.
Still have it's not in the box text, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Was Gillum Broomhammer. And let me put that in a note somewhere because I'm sure it'll come back.
No. You think?
Not at all. Gillum Broomhammer won't come out at all.
So, you think these deaths are related?
Yes.
What makes you believe?
Well,
they're
the
related?
victims were all killed with an ice dagger.
Oh, okay. Well, that definitely, same weapon.
Same way, yeah.
Were
they all found in the stables?
No. We're assuming that this was a possible
crime of passion.
Crime of opportunity. Since Southgate is just right around the corner, they could have killed and moved out of town.
All right.
Was there any other connections between the victims? Do they know each other? They do business with each other? They do business with somebody else?
Yeah, one was a halfling, one was a human.
They all seem to be well-off businessmen. That is the only connection. Slight pause. What's that?
Pausing.
So they had money.
It would seem that would be the.
Oh, you're back.
You might want to check out their house.
So maybe they're killing and taking their money and using that to help operate their own. If they're not too well off.
Seems too extravagant for a simple mugging, though.
I mean, they stabbed him and threw him in the stable, so.
So it may be brought on the market later. No, it's sold. Right.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Did you two come back because you started conversing with us on it?
I mean, if they pointed me out, I was trying to get away to
avoid him.
And then we hear Ome come up talking
Hey,
about the wall still.
Yeah, all that crap. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So what part of the wall are we talking about now, Ome?
So we've finished talking about the wall, right? Because that's the faithless, but there's also the false. Now, actually, even before I talk about the false, we should talk about the what is it? Is it Pavilion? Oh, I always get those two chapters mixed up. The Fugue Plane, that's it. We should talk about the Fugue Plane. So you're gonna spend some time there as a soul, and it's kind of boring, I'm told, but
I'm well versed in boredom as of late.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that. So I'll keep going. Please, by all means.
Well, as you're going, both the sheriff and DeVos look at you, shaking their head. If there's
I'm sorry, did I interrupt?
Questions, we need to get back to the office, town hall.
Well, we won't pass anything on that you've let us know about. But if we do hear of anything, we'll let you know, I guess.
We appreciate it. And they wander off.
Don't forget my performance Saturday, or whatever fucking day represents Saturday in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah. 6th day.
I forget what the days are named on the Forgotten Realms calendar. I can look it up. But don't forget my performance here in a few days.
Roger that.
And I'm happy to hold services following his performance if you wish.
I have my own church. Thank you.
Okay.
I should have said.
Too late now.
All right, he's ready to come in.
Oh,
All right, I got it. But no, I don't. He's not here yet.
In Discord, he said.
All right.
Link him.
Oh, well, let me. Let's see if
I
this
got it.
works. Okay, you beat me to it. And ladies and gentlemen, our cameras are going to be a little wonky, as well as I think you're going to be seeing all of us currently on the screen because we're waiting for the player to jump in, and then we'll get that all squared away.
Yeah, that's weird looking.
well, it is coming close to 9 o'clock if you want to take the break a little early.
Oh yeah, that sounds good to me.
We can take a little quick 10 minutes
Okay.
for bathrooms
Yeah.
and drinks and snacks and what I'll call you. So don't go too far. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
go up to level 5, by the way?
I did.
Not sponsored. These are pretty good.
All
These
right.
type pay things.
Oh yeah.
So, greetings everyone.
Probably
We are
absolutely terrible for
back.
you, but
Give me a moment to straighten out cameras. I'll mute my players so they can discuss things without any problem. And where is Rod's freaking camera at? Yeah, there it is on the list. I gotta find it on the list so I can straighten it out. Can you do that again? I can't seem to find it. Nope, still can't find it. I'll have you rubbing your camera all night long just for the hell of it. Yes, label with a Sharpie. That way. All right, so everybody, we are live once again. As you see, Ronnie has been able to join us. We'll pick back up where we left off. So the group was asking questions and checking on a dead body.
Yes. Sorry, let me swallow my.
Well, and we did mention that we haven't gone over what each other's characters look like. So while you take a minute to swallow, we could describe ourselves.
Go for that.
Okay.
Is that because we were watching that thing about balls?
yes.
I want to be very clear. I have no balls.
I said link me.
Sure
You
you
didn't
do,
have
they're
to
just in
send
the other
those
room.
kind of links. I was like, really?
Sorry, I came across it on someplace else and was like, this is funny.
Very.
And I know my crowd.
Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, not sorry at all. So, Largal, I've created him. So, where is my sheet? Where's my sheet? My sheet. There it is. All right, so Largal is, he's a Goliath. Bald head, no beard. Kind of got a friendly face. He's a little young for Goliath standards. He's wearing basic leathers and carrying a fur coat, his winter gear over his shoulder because, it's not that cold out here. I don't know what everybody complains about. He's got a long sword on his hip and a musical instrument he plays and carries on his back. And that is Largal.
Tiflo. He is a white Leonin with blue eyes. When he is outside in the cold, he is very indistinguishable from anyone else, but he normally walks around with a backpack and a staff on his side. But he's got the normal, scars across the face and across the body from a past he'd rather left alone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll go. Lorena is about 6'4". She is an elf. She is pale, but it looks like she's gotten some sun in the past, not so much in the present. Long brown hair, but she usually has a dark colored hood up. She tends to wear darker clothes. She has a rapier and a shield and a crossbow slung on her back and a belt with a few different pouches hanging from it. And she looks like she always smells something a little off. She just has that kind of, we're going to say RBF face kicking. Not super approachable looking.
All right. Rod?
So, Ome of Selune kind of looks, mixed between Titherian and Eluskin. He is probably, honestly, he's kind of average in terms of height and weight. Tends to wear blue and white and silver since he is a priest of Selune. Um, technically carries a shield. Hasn't. He's not really carrying a weapon, mostly because he sold it because he's broke. So he has no weapon, but a shield is good enough. And he so far seems fairly devout.
Okay.
I guess we didn't mention how tall is our Goliath friend here.
About 7'5".
Okay, I'm 6'6", fairly bulky.
Yeah, he's rather muscular for a guy who plays a musical instrument all day long. But
So
you
it's
know,
made out of like 4x4s then.
you know,
You should play the dulcimer. Use hammers.
Ronnie?
So, Tobias is about 6'5", 6'6". He is warforged, so he is metallic. um, but he wears earthen tones, lots of greens, lots of dark browns. But he normally keeps his head and face covered. Wears like a hood so that he doesn't really stick out a whole lot as best as he can. He kind of keeps discreet covering so that you can't really tell that he is warforged.
Okay. Catch up to speed. You are currently in Bryn Shander.
Okay.
Icewind Dale is under a perpetual darkness in winter. The sun never rises. And this morning, the tone from the tavern that you were staying at, it's no longer about when will summer return. It's talking about this gruesome murder of a dwarf glassblower. And everybody's concerned if they're going to be next, because rumors of it is that there's a serial killer on the loose.
I love cereal.
So you were hired by a bounty hunter who gave you a name of a person that may or may not be committing these murders. The only thing tying these three victims is their wealthy business owners.
Yep.
And these three towns that these murders were happened, they all do a ritual on the new moon, causing or sacrificing one member of the town.
Okay.
So, and where we left off is everyone went down to the stables to see where the body was. Upon approaching it, Devash and the sheriff came walking out. There's two guards posted at the stables. There was a brief conversation. Devash was hesitant of telling you all about the murders, but since you already mentioned that you knew about them, she gave you what details she could. And if there were no other questions, she was going to head back to her office. As you also hear the ramblings of Oma about whatever rituals or whatnot.
Something about bricks and boredom. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, nothing about boredom. It'll be terrible.
So there's where we
Yeah.
left off. We'll go back to the scene where DeVos and Largo were talking. Were there any other questions, Largo?
No, I think we were done with the questions, and I told him to have a good night and not to forget the when I play again over the tavern.
Okay. So what do y'all want to do now? You got two guards standing outside the barn or stable.
What's Ronnie? What's your character's name again?
Tobias or Toby.
Okay.
It was very quiet.
I got. So,
Is that
Typhoon.
any better?
Do you remember where Toby was staying the night? I know he doesn't like sleeping in taverns, being that he's one of those nature-loving things.
You'd think he would have died by now, staying outside, though.
Really? You see what he's made out of?
I don't look too closely.
Mm.
Plus, being covered all the time, it can be hard to tell.
These two guards that are standing by the stables, what are they doing?
They're just securing the crime scene.
This is from 2 days ago, correct?
Correct.
Is there a
Excuse me, gentlemen. If you'll excuse me.
Yes.
We've just met with the sheriff and Speaker
I was standing
Duvessa,
right here.
and yes, and we are well, we have to go in there now to examine the crime scene. If you'll excuse us for a moment.
She never mentioned anything about hiring folks to take a look into this.
Technically, we're only hired if we're successful, and then we get paid. So we're not. So no, I would think not, but we'll be successful. And then I guess we'll be retro hired.
Hey,
I don't know how that works.
guys. Been a while. When was the last time you was in a tavern and had a beer?
Probably 3 days ago.
What church did you guys say you went to?
I'm not sure how that's relevant to our murder investigation. If you'll excuse us, we'd like to get past you.
Guess that'd be the House of the Morning Lord.
Oh, you're Lathander. That'd be real
Not a
hard.
terrible choice.
But
Not
DeVos
a
was
terrible
5 feet
choice.
away from us. If she gave y'all permission, she would have let us know.
No, we're actually got a friend, I think, staying in the stables. He likes to hang out with the animals.
All right.
They're with me.
Okay. Well, they will open
If I
up.
shovel more shit.
Hey, is there any way I can get you to, step away for a few minutes?
Oh, her? Yeah, she's
No.
kind of rude to me too.
No, not. Shh. I'm talking to the guys.
Oh,
We're currently on duty.
I know, but. And I will slip them a couple gold apiece.
Oh, okay.
Just give us 5 minutes. You ain't gotta go far.
Do a persuasion.
13. Can I get it with advantage since I'm using gold as a ploy?
Okay.
Watch this be lower.
1.
Ooh.
Well, it doesn't help that I rolled the exact same number, but the first roll was a perception instead of a persuasion, so.
It would've
Okay.
So they're
It
both
would've been a
exactly the
12 as
same.
well.
Yeah, they're both
Would've been
exactly the
12.
same.
All right.
Fine, 2
They
minutes.
thank you.
Look,
They take the coin, put it in their pocket. You're free to go in. Just don't stay on that. Don't go over to that side.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. We'll go in and find Toby.
All right. As you walk into the barn, you see Toby over on the left-hand side of the barn, working the stables. On the right side, you see one stable that's kind of closed off, and 2 more guards standing there.
Okay, and we all know what Toby is, right?
Do we know what Toby is?
I'm saying what I don't know what he is, but the fact that he's a druid. Do we?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you would. I mean, if you've seen me around, you would know that.
We've worked together for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Toby, doing all right tonight?
Same old shit.
Well, quit shoveling it. You don't have to.
I mean, it's a ends to being able to provide fundage.
It's not necessary, man. You can stay in the tavern with us. get you a room. You can stay where it's warm. You ain't got to worry about the I know you like the animals and all. I don't want to get that way, but you know.
Have you seen how people look at me though?
I don't, just
I keep to myself.
What time is it?
stand
Oh,
next to me and they won't be looking at you.
Ew. I audibly say that.
What are y'all? What?
Well, I mean, the
What do we-
difference between a little metal guy and a tall Goliath. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Six
Y'all got a
Goliath.
foot on me.
I mean, me and you are basically the same height there,
Oh, are
Toby.
Oh, you guys.
Me
You
and
got
Toby.
a foot on me, man. Come on.
Hey, Tobias, maybe you could do me a favor.
Sure.
If I would be more than happy to split my room with you. Because they're probably going to kick me out soon. So if you could stay with me, that'd be great. It'd help me out.
Anything to help you out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
He
God.
wants you to cover his tab. Just saying.
No, I'll pay you back. I'm good for it.
He's not.
You know
He's
that.
been saying that for a while. He owes a lot of us. a
No,
lot of
not
money.
for a while.
It's only been 4
I had to
days.
get my armor refinished. It wouldn't do for a cleric of Selune to have armor that's like all dark and not shiny.
I looked down at my darkened leather, like blackened leather armor, like,
You're probably due for a touch up too.
Oh no, it's okay. You're, how do I say this? A pagan and a heathen, so it's okay that your armor's not shiny. But I have hope for you. I do.
wish you didn't.
So, Toby.
I'll give you a little blessing.
So, I won't look. Make sure the other 2 guards are inside. Ain't paying any attention to us.
You heard him chuckle a little bit as the banter between.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried
Those
about the
2.
banter, but I'm more worried about him paying real close attention.
No, they're standing guard.
Okay, so
Here.
here's the deal. We kind of got a little bit of a job. It's only going to pay about 100 gold, but hey, it's 100 gold, right? It goes a long way.
Exactly.
Lots of mead. I'm just saying.
Especially since we're only dividing it 4 ways.
4,
5.
5.
No.
You've lost your count. What are you talking about?
6.
Oh,
6.
that's right. The priest said he didn't want to get
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah, he's got to pay us back,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't want his share. So
Mm-hmm.
I never said that.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting words in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I said we should do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
and the right thing is
count
paying
really
back who you owe.
So here's the deal.
4? I got 5.
So here's the deal. The body is over there, and I kind of point at my chest towards the stall behind me.
I've
And-
seen it. They had me picking up around it earlier.
Did you, by any chance, see anything that interesting?
They were not really. They were very peculiar about me being next to the body.
I'm surprised they didn't take you in for questioning, even that you were down here.
I
Well,
showed up later.
yeah, you showed up after. It's been a few days. But I was thinking, I know you can turn into little creatures, animals and stuff. Maybe you can do one of those little rat things you like to do as a joke to, her when she's not paying attention. And maybe check over there and see if you can see any evidence that might come in handy.
Sure. I would say, I would assume that I would be able to wild shape into a rat.
Okay. Well, before you do that, you are aware that the murder occurred 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the body's no longer there.
That's good.
If you'd like to do a retro perception to see if you noticed anything when you were helping with the initial crime scene.
See if this works. You said perception, right?
Yes.
Oof.
No, you didn't see anything.
I don't know
It
about
was
that.
dead.
Very
It was
well,
an ice
I
blade.
guess.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, then I'm perceptive as shit.
Apparently.
Yes. What you did notice was what appeared to be a footprint and a black hair, a long strand of black hair.
I did notice there were some kind of footprints. I don't know that they've paid much attention to it. There may be.
Throw a survival check in there too.
Would we know, since this person that we're kind of looking for follows a trade route, would we know what their normal route between the cities would be?
No.
They did say there was crime of opportunity and probably was going out this gate, would be my
I think
guess.
that's just what the mayor
Yeah.
or the speaker wants everybody to think. I don't buy that.
Ronnie, for the impression of the footprint, you can decipher that as a well-built, possibly human person.
So a little
From the
heft to them.
Yeah, well-built. It's a little deep impression.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, I promise.
Heard that before.
Hey, I don't care what she said, it wasn't me.
Got you on camera.
Bro, wasn't me. Anyway.
And I don't care
yes.
what the mayor thinks. I did not sleep with his wife or his daughter.
Why would you sleep with his wife and his daughter?
Have you
Like
seen
at
them?
once?
Yes.
Same time?
What
Well,
are you
I mean-
doing, Step?
I can't judge.
I mean, good on you.
I mean, they're both legal, right?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Were they?
I've got no problem with it. It just seems like it's in poor taste.
Mm. No.
Anyway,
You got to bring the right
back
lotions
to-
and stuff with you for the taste.
I knew something was going to be said.
It looked like a human footprint.
And we did not ask
I couldn't.
Sefik. Was he human? Did we didn't ask her. We didn't ask the dwarf this.
Sefik, no, she didn't actually specify whether or not he's human or not. Nor did she. I think she said Torg was a dwarf.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
female dwarf, I believe is what she said.
Yes, a shady dwarf. That's who runs the Torg company.
Right. But we don't know.
You didn't ask.
And that
We
was
did-
Rice
yeah.
Bane, right?
Sefik we didn't catch on. All right, so I mean, if there's no other information we can garner from this, we need to maybe. I guess now we can probably check his business and see if there's any connection between him and the halfling trapper and was trapper, right?
I believe so. A
Yeah.
halfling trapper and
Yeah.
And the human
Human.
shipbuilder.
Yes.
yes.
I want
Or-
to talk to the guards.
Or to see
real
if there's.
quick.
Well, careful.
I roll my eyes and walk to the guards.
Yes.
Do you normally help guard the gates or the stable area, or is it only because of?
We rotate throughout our post. We just happen to be posted here. Normally, there's not guards at this stable.
If you noticed anybody else that's come around, kind of poking their nose in?
There was a sort of a hefty dwarf. Think it was a female. I don't know. The beard throws me off with their kind.
Oh yeah, beards. Beards are so cool looking. Oh, sorry.
Damn you.
No, I mean,
Basically my entire face.
like I was gonna say, Goliaths can't have beards, so.
My entire mane and everything.
Damn.
So, were there any other questions you had?
The merchants that were here. They pull out before you stood guard or after?
They pulled out before. I think it was probably day before we recognized the.
Did
or
you see
found
who
the body.
they did business with while they were in town?
Oh, they do business with all the trade houses here. Their main supply for all the.
Right, but did you notice anyone specific that maybe?
No.
No. Okay. No, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, don't forget, performance, and I'll buy you a beer when you get there.
We'll be there. If we ever figure out wrap this case up. Hopefully we
Oh,
won't
I
be
got complete
spammed.
faith in you guys. You guys will have this solved in no time. You'll have it completely solved before the next thaw.
Mm.
It's
So
only
we
been
should-
frozen for 2 years.
Dick. We should maybe step away from them a little bit.
I would start walking down the street. As soon as you were like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go over and talk to her, I was like, okay, go ahead. You're good.
So we should go check out this guy's house, I guess.
Well, did they know which way they went from here? Which
Yeah,
way
if
they were going?
We start asking too many more questions about the
Yeah.
one place. They're probably going to get more suspicious of us than they will.
Yeah,
True, true.
have to keep it vague.
I don't know. We just have to tell them that we're trying to get the bounty.
No, that's exactly what we don't tell them.
Why not?
Because we
Because
were
one of the
supposed to
very
keep it
first
quiet.
things that the shield dwarf told us was that she preferred if we did this without getting more law involved.
I mean, we don't have to tell her we're getting more law
Is there
involved.
a registry for bounty hunters? There should be, right?
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, better not ask about that because I'm sure the local
We-
constabulary doesn't. It kind of frowns on bounty hunters.
If we need more help, we can always get it, but let's see if we can't do it without pulling anybody else in.
We,
Hey.
we need to move on before they start asking more questions.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought he had said we were already walking, so
Yeah, I already started walking when she walked over and
Oh,
talked to the
okay.
guards. So, I mean, I'm taking a slow pace so you guys can catch up.
So, something I don't completely understand. Tobias, why do you seem you seem a little down? Why is that?
Been around as long as I have, seen the things I've seen.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
You know what
no.
you need? You need a good stiff drink. That's what you need.
You want to be
I
careful.
can agree with
some
that.
alcohol's good, but you don't want to overindulge, right?
Why
Too much.
not?
Oh, overindulgence.
That's
the
so
greatest.
much fun when you overindulge. And then you wake up. Oh, never mind.
The hangover.
No, hangover. I got the perfect anti-hangover remedy.
But do we
Never
do we
had
really
that.
want to, do we really
Well, it's a
wanna
little bit
be
of tomato
having-
juice and a little bit.
Do we really want to be having this conversation?
no.
Let you
Oh.
came and got me for work.
Walking and
Yeah,
talking.
we're walking and talking.
Let's
I mean,
work.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Going towards center of town where there's a
Apartment
basically the
complex, you
trademark.
said?
we're going
Trade
to the
market.
place where this guy used to blow balls.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
so
So
what?
I'll pull
Glass
I'll pull
balls.
the
He used to
hood
blow the glass balls. What do you think I was talking
Oh.
about?
as we're making our way closer towards. I guess there would be more people. I'm tucking my hood up more and just making sure that I'm covered up. My hands are kind of wrapped in bandages, so you don't really see.
Toby, there's nothing wrong with you. You should be proud of your appearance.
I'd just rather.
Plus,
not.
we can hardly see you in this cold
Yeah, and
weather
it-
stuff.
And you have a nice sheen on your metal bits there, and
Look at his
the
metal
wood
bits.
My metal
looks
bits.
like you polished your wood pretty good. So I think you should really be proud of how you look.
Largo walks up and slaps him on the ass. Man, you're fine. Don't worry about the way you look. I think it's great.
Okay.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
And you have an ass of steel.
Man,
But the steel
I could bounce a hammer off that ass.
Oh, dear God.
wouldn't be the first.
Okay. As y'all making your way, like I say, with the winter,
Making
and
your way downtown. Oh, sorry.
walking around in this winter storm, those who don't have
I didn't mean to click that. I'm sorry.
some
Unacceptable.
form of immunity to the cold, please give me a constitution with, if you're wearing cold weather gear, don't have to worry about the DC too bad. But go ahead and roll.
Ooh.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah, that's what worries me is this cold weather gear is. I wish it would be helpful.
Hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
Maybe we need to find a place to warm you guys up a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that.
Um.
I just wish this cold weather gear didn't make you have to worry about the cold.
Yeah, I mean, to me, okay. I wouldn't have bought it.
Well, you have no idea what the saves, what the DC
I
would be.
know, I know, I know.
Okay.
But I'm rolling a 1, man.
Typhoid, you're a little chilled, but you're all right. Lorena,
Mhm.
yeah. If you had cojones, they would have fallen off.
But I can cut glass.
Yes.
It's a good thing we're going to a glassblower's place, huh?
I know, right?
So you are chilled.
So that's north.
Yeah.
All right.
But you may want to get inside and warm up pretty soon.
So do you guys let this be known by any chance?
That I'm cold?
Yes.
I'm
It's known.
visibly.
It's visibly.
Don't really. I mean, I don't look down at you guys like
No,
that.
I mean, I'm shaking. I'm, you know.
What's
It is
wrong?
known, Khaleesi.
What's wrong with you guys?
Oh, I
It's
think they're a
awful
little
cold out
chilly.
here.
It is
You might
chilly
not
out
be
there.
affected by the cold, and that's fantastic. But
All right.
I.
All right. I understand. You know, some of you people have issues with the cold. I got you. I got you covered. Don't worry about it.
Where are you putting those?
On your shoulders. And I will place my hands on her shoulders and cast prestidigitation on whatever she's wearing to warm it up.
Warm.
And anybody
Okay.
else that needs it, I can do the same because I think prestidigitation is a
Cantrip.
Cantrip.
And
Yeah.
for those who are having a hard time with the weather, I will just reach over and touch them on the shoulder and cast resistance.
Ooh.
She's having a real hard time right now.
Okay.
Hard enough to cut glass, from what I heard.
No.
Well, if we have to break into this guy's place, I'll just do that.
Well, after a couple minutes, you feel the blood flow going back to your extremities and the
It's
numbness
all,
going
it's
away.
all about the blood flow.
Yes.
Usually is.
Okay. So, someone give me an investigation check.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
I'm
Is
not
this
real.
on the outside of the house? Like, what are we?
Investigation or
You are-
perception? Which
Not
do you,
me.
or does it matter?
We'll do perception or investigation because you've gotten to the center of the trade center. So,
How many people?
there's 1,200 people in this town.
How many people do you want to roll?
Oh, whichever. Okay.
That
Well,
one works.
Yeah,
Largo was in the lead, so
I was gonna say, that'll work. So
yeah. So
the best
you
I
get
can do is
into-
meet it.
as you get into town, you see Largo look to his left, looks back. Oh, there he is. That's his wing. You start
Stop.
heading over there.
Collaborate. Let's listen. His house is over there.
Yeah. As you approach the building, you notice it's got shops along the bottom and apartment complexes along the top. So you have a feeling this is two-story shop. Bottom half is the shop, and top half is where these people
Are
live.
there any lights on?
There is.
Is there any constables outside?
Not at this time, no.
Okay.
The shop, since it was a glass blowing shop, is it an open air shop? Is it?
Probably not in this cold.
Yeah, no, it'd have to stay warm for the
Okay.
class to work.
You do see little flumes out in back of it where chimneys. That's what I was looking for.
Mm.
Little chimneys out coming from the back of the buildings.
Does it look like maybe someone else in his family is working?
Yes.
Okay. Well, should we go in and talk to him? I guess.
I mean, that's why we came here, right? To kind of investigate.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go in the glass.
Inside.
So I will put my arm around Toby as we walk towards the door.
All right. As you
And I'll
walk
slap
in.
you on the ass this time.
Ooh, that's going to leave a red mark.
Yeah, try not to draw too much attention to myself.
No.
And do the opposite.
Did you
Okay.
break glass?
Just before Typhlo walks into the beam that's holding up the porch, I'll grab him. Dude, what are you trying to do? Beam yourself?
Hold out here.
As
It's a
you
little hard to see.
walk in, you feel a warm breeze come across you.
Jesus, hot in here.
As
So nice.
you look to the right, you see a little counter with another dwarf. Not as scraggly of a beard, so you may assume he's a little bit younger. And on to the left, you see shelves of different little glass artwork, bottles, bowls, stuff like that. And you hear a little bit of noise in the room back behind. What can I do you for?
Morning. Just looking for the guy who runs the place. Is he around?
I'm sorry to tell you my father's no longer with us.
Oh, where'd he go?
He was murdered.
Do they know by who yet or why?
No.
Isn't that why we're here?
First of all, please
Well,
accept our condolences.
yes,
on
our
the loss of
condolences.
your father.
I say that to you guys, not out loud.
How
I whispered
How
to
are
you. I
you
didn't know if
doing?
they knew, so I didn't want to say it.
Oh.
how are you doing? Are you doing okay?
It's been rough, but
I'm sure.
I need to continue the family business. I have my mother
That's
and daughter, or my mother and sister to take care of.
That's probably what your father would have wanted, especially if it's a family business. So
um,
that's very understandable and commendable.
so Ome, maybe you
Yes.
want to console them, spiritually.
Yes, we can do that. Perhaps if you'd like, we can take a moment with you and your family and maybe talk about it, share how you're feeling, if you'd like.
Oh, are you one of the
does help
priests
to
of the
talk
Morning Lord?
Well, I am a priest. However, I'm a priest of Selune, so the full
Enough.
moon, as opposed to the morning lord. But I am a priest of light.
And I will whisper to Lorena. Lorena? Okay, make sure I'm pronouncing the way you want to pronounce it. Is there any way while he has them occupied, that you can check the books and see what kind of information you can find? You're a little more sneakier than the rest of us, I think.
I give the barest of nods.
Would you like to take some time and you don't have to say the Solunite prayers, but sometimes it's just helpful to talk to someone. And well, in the
Well-
Church of Selune, that is one thing that we do talk about and practice. Nothing is
Well,
forever.
our priest was by last night, so we were able to get a lot of it off our chest. But we appreciate the offer.
Well, I'm here if you need anything.
So as
While
Lorena
he's
goes
talking,
off,
I'm gonna
I'm gonna reach over and touch you on the shoulder as you go and cast guidance.
I'm going to nice. Just walk like I'm looking at the items in the shop and get close to like the main counter. Is there like a ledger or a customer book there, anything like that?
As you look through the counter, because he does have a glass display countertop, you see back behind there is a desk with some books closed up.
How far back?
Probably about 5 feet.
Well, if he won't step away for, discussing spiritual needs, I guess I could try to get his attention, telling me about some of the glasswork that's on the walls away from where the desk is at.
Okay.
I mean, you want to do some persuasion or something like that?
Yes.
Let's see how badly I do it this time. It's not too bad. 23.
Okay. He nods. Oh, so you're anything particular you're looking for?
I don't know. Would you
I know.
tell me about some of the stuff? I mean, I love anything that revolves around crafting. I had this one halfling that my dad and them used to run with. It's been a while, but he used to carve little figurines out of fishbone. The knucklehead trouts. He'd carve the
Okay.
scrimshaw out of it. So I've always been interested in the artistic flair of people ever since then. So if you just like tell me what you got here and give me some how it was made, what went into making it, what was the idea when it was being created, that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have me look up.
No, you could just
No,
say that's
no,
what's
it could
going
just
on.
be, yeah, you explain some
He
stuff.
tells you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
I don't need you to go through it all. Actually, I'm just saying, as far as
Well, we get quartz sand and we take it in
God.
to
now,
our
now, do you heat that
coil
up
furnace.
through the furnace,
Yes.
or do you use lightning based? I heard lightning based makes the best glass.
Well, as you can tell, there's not much lightning going on around here.
Oh, I didn't know if you had one of those stones that some people get, or had somebody magic wise come in and make it for you. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Not a whole lot
Is
of
the
magic.
back room closed off?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he's doing that. I'm going to
Oh,
interrupt you there.
Before you go do your thing, I will point out before you walk away without him knowing it, I will just basically do the typical. You got this, and you have a bardic inspiration.
No.
You're really inspired.
Yeah. I'll hold on to that.
It's kind of important.
That's a,
All right, so I
You
have a
got
20
this.
stealth,
And you have a
You think you're hidden?
and I want to try and sleight of hand the ledger book.
noted.
All right. You see 3 books. Which one do you grab?
What do the covers look like?
Ledger one.
There are a green one, a red one, and a yellow one.
Anything on the bindings? Are they open? How are they?
Give me a perception check.
Plus, oh, geez, Louise. Well,
I mean,
Can't really tell.
you can't. What's the D4 for?
because I have guidance from Ryan too.
But you also have bardic
I
inspiration.
know, but I wanted to save that for my sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's.
A D6 if you needed to add it to that 9.
I mean, it's a number.
I don't. No, I'm gonna wait.
A 1 is not an automatic failure on a skill check, mind you.
I know. No, I'm going to.
It sucks, but it's not an automatic
You
failure.
guys don't know that I suck, so I'm gonna go try and grab the green one.
You might have a
Okay.
reputation.
I was gonna say,
As you grab the green one,
That's
you
not my flavor of ice cream in this game. Thanks.
quickly open it up, flip through it, and you see diagrams or drawings of glass and figurines and stuff like that.
Put that back.
Okay.
You said there's a yellow and a red.
Title of a new song. That's not my flavor. My ice cream.
Let's go red.
What is ice cream?
Okay. You pull out the red one, and you see all the hazards of dealing with the chemicals in the glass and
Third time's the charm.
So I guess we'll go yellow.
all right. You grab the yellow. You happen to notice there's a red band that kind of covers some of the pages. Now
That
as
would
you
have
open
been
up,
good if I would have seen that. Yeah.
and you see, a variety of different names and what their order was and how much they charged and stuff like that.
I'm gonna try and pocket that book.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
So I have that. Oh god, and then I have a D6, and then I have a D4.
Didn't you already use the D4?
Yeah, you've already used.
Guidance is.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Once.
it's done. Crap. So that's not great.
No, it's
That's a
not.
13. I don't know how perceptive he is, or if I get advantage because Dan is talking his ear off.
Well,
He's not the only one in the place.
Hang on.
yeah.
There
Well,
is.
Do I see that
in the back
he's
room.
losing? Do I see that he's losing attention with
Well,
that perception?
Well,
His
he's
mom, his sister.
That's
Yeah.
why I asked if they were in the other room.
right.
Yeah, but with those rolls,
I know.
Uh,
Not good at it.
Ronnie, you see that he is explaining the process of how they made this seal-shaped glass that has like multiple colors running through it.
So
And about that time, you hear the back door open, and a female door comes walking in, wondering, "Hey, what are you doing back behind the counter?"
Oh, well, okay.
"Why do you have our book?"
So I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm trying to find out who killed your husband or dad. I don't know which one this is.
It'd be that. This is younger looking dwarf.
So
Can you tell?
I'm trying to find out if they dealt with any of the merchants that came through recently, because maybe there was an argument. And I realized that this looks bad. Not intended to be bad completely.
how much for the dragon-looking piece of glass up there on the top?
He's
I
paused and started walking over there to grab the book out of her hand.
I'm rolling like balls.
I would really like some colorful flowers.
Uh,
I mean, I'm not lying.
yeah. He snatched the book out of your hand. "Well, if you want to know that, you can just ask me. I help my dad run the business. Now, if you don't mind, leave this establishment."
I'll leave because
Can
I'm the one who did it, so hopefully he'll still talk to them.
I was gonna say, can I like try to ease the tension a little bit?
Sure.
So look, I mean, we're trying to help, but we didn't want to be obvious. When I came in the door, I didn't know if you realized your father was dead. That's why I was trying to be kind of coy about it. But I'd like to find out who killed him for you, so you guys can get closure. 16.
All right.
So much better than my 7.
So much better than his one.
Why could she's like, why couldn't you roll that one when I did it?
Yeah, I rolled a 19 on hers.
Fine.
I mean, I'm sure you guys would love to know yourselves, and at least this way, the proper person who might have been involved can get punished for it, and you guys can get closure. And I really like that dragon glass. I'd love to buy it. I just need to know how much it is.
That is currently running at 13 gold.
13 gold. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Omega doesn't have any money. I'll go ahead and get it.
Okay. Yeah. It's probably about a 1.5 feet tall, winged out. You can see like a slight reddish tint to it. It's sort of like a flame color that's going up through the throat like it's about to blow fire.
All right. I love the way this was done. So we can discuss that later, but let's work on maybe finding out who your dad might have business with. Apparently there's some other people that were killed in the same manner, and we want to try to find out who that was and bring them to
There's
some sort
been
of
more
justice.
murders here?
Wasn't here, it was actually in other cities or other towns.
Okay.
But from my understanding, the MO was pretty much the same.
Okay. Well, we've been doing business with the same folks in this town. Occasionally, the traveling caravan, what were their names? The Trog or Krog?
When was the last time you had business with the traveling ones?
They came into town probably about 4 or 5 days ago.
And did they have any issue with your father at the time?
Not really, no. it was business as usual. Uh, there's one guy, really know his name. Kind of got black hair, uh, kind of a stocky guy. Uh,
Dwarf, human,
he was human. Seemed, I don't know. He just seemed,
shifty.
yeah,
Didn't trust him.
sort of like your girl that was just here with you. Damn elves.
Well, he was human though, right?
Yes, he was human.
Okay.
All
Do you
you
have any-
tall folk are shifty.
Most of them are. But any other maybe defining features? You know, you got the dark hair. Do you have any scars or tattoos or any other kind of markings on him?
Not that I've seen, which is surprising because he didn't really wear a whole lot of clothing. He didn't seem to be bothered by the cold.
But he was human
He-
though, so
Did he look anything like this? And I would like pull up my sleeve and just see it show the metal skin.
No, he looked human.
okay. Well,
That's really weird.
magic these days, you never know.
Um,
He could have been wearing. Well, you said he wasn't wearing much of nothing.
He kind of had a olive complexion to him. No facial, no real body hair. Uh, Dressed in a stylish vest, matching pants and boots. Uh,
Do you know which way they left when they left town?
I'm not sure. They said they'd probably back through in a 10-day. Um, but uh, we just swapped supplies. You probably talked to some folks in town that dealt with them personally, and they may be able to tell you what town they went to next.
Okay. Is there anything else we could maybe do for you to help you out? You know, anything else at all? I mean, he was
Well,
honest. He will definitely sit down with you and pray with you, even if it's to a different God, because he loves that kind of stuff.
appreciate it, but I have my own priest I will see when we need to. Um, is there any other sculptures or any particular sculpture you'd like us to maybe make? And
Well, the
draw up
dragon
for you?
really caught my eye. That's why I had to get that. My compatriots here might have something they might be interested in.
I would love some colorful flowers.
Well, darn, I'm outside and can't buy anything.
Oh no, I'm
I've-
good. I'm fine.
I've
I have
seen
no
it
money
work
to
throughout
speak
town.
of.
Okay. What kind of flowers would you like? We have yellow, we have green, we have blue.
I would
This one over
love-
here has a combination of them.
I would love for you to make me something that incorporated all colors and several flowers. Just mix and match and within petunias.
Oh, okay. He brings out the green book, opens it up to a blank page, and he starts to begin to draw, uh, following your description of what you're looking for. And he shows it to you. Uh, it's got your petunias crossing out of sort of like a squash type vase
Hmm?
as the colors
That would be phenomenal.
grays out, and it's got some vines wrapped around the vase and stuff like that. He tells you give him about 5 days and he should have it all worked out for you.
Okay.
And this will cost you 10 gold.
Okay. So I'll reach into my pouch and lay 10 on the counter.
All right, thank
One
you.
last
He grabs
question before I leave.
the yellow book. He writes your name and description of what you wanted and gold and paid.
Now, why his book is open and he's writing that stuff in there? Do we notice the Torg company on the ledger anywhere on the pages?
No. What you can gather from this is just a list of names throughout
Just
the
a list of
town.
orders. Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you said they'd be back in about 10 day?
Give or take, yeah. They travel throughout the 10 towns, and depending on how bad the weather is at the time.
And any idea? Do you, what? I don't know if you would or not. Would you have any idea, like what order they go in? Because usually trade routes have a set route. So
Uh,
what where they'll be going next, possibly, or maybe where I could find out where they're going next.
I don't know. My best guess would probably be either.
Those aren't my wolves. They're on the other side of town.
Uh, where the hell is it? Hold that thought.
Not a problem.
He's thinking deeply and hardly.
Somehow my pen is leaking.
That could they could have either gone to Bremen or Duggan's Hole, depending on what way they left town.
And you don't know what way they left town.
No.
Okay. I'm sure that somebody that keeps track of the gates might know, so we'll check that.
Okay.
And once again, our condolences for your loss.
Well,
But we'll
thank you.
try to we'll try to catch the person who did this, so they can come to justice.
So then, why were you asking about the caravan?
Because you said that black shifty guy that you're referring to, I want to check him out because it's kind of catching my attention that he might know something, if not being involved himself.
Okay. Good to know.
Seems to be the only thing that might match up, if you know what I mean. And how those shifty tall people are, you can never really tell.
But, before we leave, we should ask: was there anyone who had cause to be angry with your father?
No, we're fair
No
business.
competitors, right? And no business competitors. Maybe
Not
someone
really.
who, okay, because sometimes there's a business that can't compete, so they resort to the nefarious practices like this.
Well, with this being an isolated region, not many glassblowers or any craftsmen of that sort. So there's not.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to have 20 glassblowers in a single town. That deal. Now there are some others, but they tend to be in the other bigger cities.
Let's see, but that's pretty far south of here.
Yeah, and the only person he's mentioned that seemed a little shifty was this black-haired human character. So
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
if
not
nothing
many
else,
of
we
us
can
that-
check. We can check it out. I mean, maybe it'll go nowhere, but must check all avenues.
All right.
But yeah, if something comes up or if you hear anything, leave a message for me. Do you know who Scram Shack is?
Oh yeah, he runs the only tavern in town.
Okay, yeah, just leave a note with Scram Shack. Tell him it's for me, Larg. I mean,
Alright.
or you can just Larg, or you can describe the Goliath. I think I'm the only Goliath in town.
Seems like
Yeah, you're the only one that doesn't seem to be part of the roaming tribes that we have out here that's been messing with the smaller towns.
Yeah, that's a lot to do with Well, anyway, with my father and his friends that he traveled with all the time. They try to stay away from those roaming. He said they were nothing but trouble, so figured I'd go a different route. But yes, if you, I digress. If you do hear anything else, or if anything else comes up or comes to mind that you might want to shoot our way, or if somebody comes around shifty asking questions, just leave a note with Scram for me, and I'll check with him, and we'll see what we can get taken care of.
So define shifty, because Apparently, your companion here seemed a little shifty, and you're
Yeah,
asking me questions.
got that. That one's noted. But anything after we leave, kind of shifty, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like her. If you see anything more like what she was just doing,
Mm-hmm.
then scribble it down and
Oh.
leave a note with Scram.
She was meant to be an example, like a teaching lesson.
Yeah, precisely.
Well,
never would've
normally
thought.
when I have that teaching lesson, I call the guards. Are you saying I should call the guards?
No,
No,
I
no, we
wanted you to
talked
know
to
what to
them
look
earlier.
for, is what we was doing. See if you have an example in front of you to know what to look for.
I've been helping
Plus,
my
we
dad
already
run this
talked to the
business for
guards.
years. I know.
In my head, I'm wishing you
Thieves.
guys would stop digging my hole there.
I'm
let's just get
familiar
an
with
excavator at
what
this
thieves
point.
look like.
Well, I mean, more shifty than just thieves. Like you said, this guy looked shifty, but you didn't think he was a thief. You thought there was something else nefarious about him. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
harmless, though.
If you say so.
No, I really don't know if she's harmless or not. I just thought maybe it'd make you feel
Harmless.
better.
Is there any other business we can?
I'll be by in 5 days.
No. But like I said, if anything else comes to mind, just leave a note with Scram. Have a good night and love the dragon. Thanks for it.
You're welcome. And it's only it's before afternoon, so thanks.
Huh?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, I said have a good night.
Yeah.
The sun is not up. It's nighttime still. So
It's
have a good morning.
okay.
I mean,
More awkward than I would be.
there's no sun. So it kind of throws my internal clock off. I don't know when to drink. I don't know when to pass out. I don't know when to go whoring. So yeah, it just kind of throws things off.
Whenever you want, whenever there's an opportunity. I don't understand.
Well, that's pretty much what I do. But when the mayor is home instead of at work, it makes it hard to sneak in his.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm digressing. Shall we go, guys?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think we've embarrassed ourselves enough already.
I have no idea what you're
That's-
talking about.
That's on her.
So, yeah, I pass on the information we garnered after she was evicted from the premises.
Okay.
Pass out the description pretty much of what this fellow looks like, and I guess maybe, I mean, consensus here, folks. So where do y'all think we need to go next? I was thinking the gate that they may have left out of.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, are
Southwest.
we heading out of town?
Well, if they've left town, it might be a good idea to follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys outside yet?
Yeah, I just said we've
Yeah.
discussed all this with you, and I told you what we learned.
So while you guys were in there and I was exiled for being really crappy at the thing that I do, I would like
Maybe
to
you should do a different thing.
Yeah, well, okay. I would like
Repent.
to have taken
Repent of your
time
sins.
No. Look,
Oh god.
there are times you have to do what you have to do, but you just don't seem very good at it. Maybe it's time to find a different
It's
career.
not the main thing I do, don't worry.
What's the main thing you do?
You don't want to know. And I look around the building
I just
and I'm
asked.
I want to see if there's any marks that I might recognize or anything that seems like a target was put on the person who lives here.
I don't think
Oh,
she's-
okay. Give me an investigation check.
I'm sorry, Ome, what was that?
Oh, I just saw you know.
Nothing. Apparently, it wasn't important.
Huh?
Never mind. No, it wasn't
I
important.
mean,
Never mind.
it's just so hard to hear you way up here.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was ignoring him.
I know you were.
Okay.
It's not
Uh,
important.
As you walk around, you notice this is a long building. sort
Real
of like-
me feels bad, but game me doesn't care.
these are basically like townhouses
Mhm.
all stuck together. So you do a complete loop around.
Yeah.
You see some footprints here and there, but nothing really jumps out and screams, "Aha!
Till,
This is."
till she comes around the corner and a big Goliath goes, "Boo!" No, never mind.
And she stabs you.
With my rapier in the gut. No.
Can you aim that high?
I'm 6'4". It's not like I'm a halfling in this one.
That's right. You
And
really
I
are.
could hit something important even if I was.
Oh no, we can't have that.
Uh,
I need all my instruments working properly.
Yes, because he's a one-man band.
That's what she said.
That seems
Uh,
likely.
No, she said it sounded like you played like you were a one-man band. That's not always a compliment.
Hmm.
No, that's what her sister said.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Never mind. Never mind.
okay. As you come out and you relay all this information, one point of note. I don't know if she will relate to it. Did you want to relay the information you got from the guard at the stables there, Tara?
Which information are we talking about here? I thought they were there for that.
Well, you were talking to them. They were off on doing their own thing about how the guards are rotating positions.
Yeah. I would have told them that
Okay.
the guards say that they rotate positions and they're not the only guards that have been there.
Yeah.
And they don't normally
Well, somebody might know who covered the gates on the night in question, right?
yeah.
He said that was what 4 days ago that they dealt with him.
2 days ago they left.
Yeah, 2 days ago they left.
Well, then we'd know to talk to somebody between 2 and 4. So I guess if they left in 2 days, well, that's when the body was discovered, or wasn't discovered. It's when it seems like it was killed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are sloppy
How do you figure?
Why do you think they hired me to clean up their shit?
because they left 2 days ago. The body was killed 2 days ago. They left it out in plain sight to be found.
Wanted them to leave before they killed the body?
Look,
No,
you stay
It's a
in
rough
town longer.
estimate that they left 2 days ago. They're not 100% sure.
Now it'll really be terrible if they left through the same gate next to where the body was found. That would really make it that way.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
the
forgot.
sheriff was saying. He thinks that they just got him on their way out.
Yeah.
But
Here's
Uh,
my thought with
not be
everything
the
we've learned so far.
situation.
This person that we're hired to look for is new to their group, it seems. It sounds like they're not normally there.
No. She's the shield dwarf did say that the person she's looking for is the dwarf lady's bodyguard for the
They
Torg
can
merchant
still
group.
be new to the group, though.
Are you sure that's the same person?
Not necessarily, but that's what we're going on because it's who she said to look for.
Yeah, we were.
Gave you a name.
Yeah, we
but
don't
you
know the
didn't give-
name.
Sefik.
You know the
Sefik
name,
is
but
the
you
guy we're
don't
looking
have.
A description.
You never asked about a description of them.
No, but
Yeah,
we can go ask that if we can find her at the tavern. It's not been too long. I'm sure she's still there drinking the mead and such. She's a dwarf.
Okay.
Or trying to hire another group. Out
Seems a
Mondays.
little insensitive to say that just because someone's a dwarf, they drink a lot.
She's retired.
So yeah,
in
she'll
the
drink.
frozen
Drinks a
north.
lot.
So she'll drink a lot more.
That's, I mean, slightly racist and definitely ageist.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, dwarves live a very long time.
Yeah, if she retired, she definitely.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that this black-haired human is newer to the group. I could be wrong. I'm just telling you
It's
what
a
I think. So
possibility, but would be a good idea, I guess, since this strange voice that keeps popping in my head keeps making comments about us not asking descriptions of this Suffolk. So maybe my conscience is trying to tell me something. We should go back and ask the dwarf what the Suffolk looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to do that?
What, be my conscience,
we
or go
already
ask the
going?
question?
No, go ask. I left a better impression with them, probably.
Sure.
I think you should ask nicely, because you guys were kind of rude to me a little while ago. I didn't like it.
Okay.
Tab for the room.
You can
I'll go
ask,
ask
Go
her.
ask nicely.
Okay.
Hey, this is what you guys suggested. Just remember, I'm going to put that out there. Every time you're like, ugh, this is what you guys asked for.
Again, in character, out of character, totally different reactions.
Just making sure.
Hey, in character, I'm using your love to talk about your god as much to my advantage as I can.
I have noticed that.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, it does not appear to be a good distraction.
Not yet, but there's that one.
One of these days, you'll just keep picking, and one of these days, that one time it'll happen. That's what gamblers live for.
Yep.
That's fair.
Alrighty.
So before we go check on when they left and who was keeping watch on the gate, we will make our way back to the tavern. I'll let Scamp know about the possibility of a note being left for me. And then if she's in the tavern, I guess we can allow Ome to go speak with her.
She is in the tavern. She's talking with a couple other dwarves
So,
sitting there.
Ome, buy her a mead. Shit. I'll buy the mead. You just take it over there.
I got it.
can buy mead.
I-
There's nothing in my religion that says I can't drink.
You
Yeah, but
have
you
the
don't-
money.
How
fact-
much money?
You don't have
In
any
fact, mead is at times a sacred drink. See, it's actually where the ceremony of the honeymoon comes from. It actually comes from our church.
Will
Let
you
me tell you a
shut
bit about
up?
it. I'm not
Just
going
go
in there.
ask her the damn question.
No, you told me to shut up.
I
Here's,
walk in the door.
here's the mead, Ome. I went ahead and took care of it. Just carry it over there. Breaks the ice. And I'll buy you one when you get back.
And I was trying to be nice to you because you said people aren't
Are you
nice to you.
gonna like do this or am I?
It's not the way you look. It's your attitude. That's what it is. You got a bad attitude. It's nasty.
If you want to work,
I'm reaching for the mead that Dan or that not Dan. What's your name in here? It still says Dan on your thing. It's
No?
Yeah.
It does? I thought I changed that.
Yeah.
throwing me off, man.
Largo.
You
Largol.
are a failure, Dan.
Large hall. Largol.
Right.
That's what she
So
said.
I'm gonna start reaching very slowly, looking you, in the eye. Am I
Ome.
doing this or are you?
Oh, May.
It's Ome.
Whatever.
I guess you are then.
Dick.
I'm gonna walk over there while they're trying
Yeah,
to
I just
decide
grab
who's
it
gonna
then,
talk.
and I walk to the table and I
And I facepalm.
Okay, so both of y'all walking over.
am.
Tell you what, Ome, I'll buy you
I
that.
have
I'll buy you
I
that
have
mead
the
anyway.
Drink that Largle bought, and I'll walk over to her and
Okay.
put it
As-
down and go. Sorry, I was rude.
Well, as you two approach the table, you see three stock figures bundled in cold weather garbs. They're sitting at the table with her. They have horseshoes slung over their backs and ice picks fastened to their belts. Two of them have thick beards. The third one has thick wool scarf. As you guys approach,
Yeah, it looks
Helen.
warm.
Helen looks up to you and it turns to them. Well, actually, I might have found some folks that could help you out. And looks to you two. Any progress?
I put the mug down in front of her and go. This is like I said. Sorry, I was rude earlier. Not a morning person.
That's
Um,
fine.
Bit of progress.
We're
Anyone
we're
else?
we're gently looking around. We did have a question though. The person you were the name you gave us earlier came without
Uh-huh.
a description, which might in retrospect have been good for us to ask.
Yes, that's why I was going
Morning
to look for
person.
another group. Because you take a job to find someone, but don't know who he looks.
To be fair, we did ask if there were any more details you could give us, and you said no, that we knew everything you did. So I didn't know if you knew what they looked like or not. But now that I didn't ask specifically, so I'm asking.
He is a well-built human. He's got
You have black hair.
yes. If you know what he
Not
looks
really
like,
affected by the cold.
yeah.
All right,
You
just
already
making
know
sure
all
some
this,
stuff
right?
checks out.
I'm walking
So you
away
found
from her.
him.
Look, well, no. Largle is gonna buy me a drink now, but what was this helping them thing you were talking about?
I don't think I
Well,
said I was going to
as
buy
you
her a drink.
You
say
said
that, a raspy voice speaks up. It's like, "Well met. I am Hernan, and these are my friends, Chronix and Storm. We need help, and you look capable.
sometimes.
We are the survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ignites to Bryn Shander. A Yeti surprised us and killed a member of our group. The rest of us fled as the Yeti tore Obuk limb from limb. Now we need someone to go back and get the sled for us. As payment, we offer each of you a gemstone that's about 50 gold pieces. The friendship of the dwarves of Icewind Dale can also be a boon in these harsh times. You'll need snowshoes to make the trip in good time." And that hurt the voice.
I think I actually have a few sleds and dogs available, so that'll help.
Well, that's great.
Let me
Didn't we
get
send her over there to talk to the bounty hunter? Why is she talking
it
to those other
already.
dwarves?
Yeah.
Why
I
the
hear
hell
them
is she
talking
coming
about.
back with more work?
Might
But
be worth picking
where
up.
did you get attacked? I'm ignoring everybody else.
Wouldn't hurt to find it along the way, depending on where it came from.
Where did you guys get attacked exactly? How far out?
We were coming from Kevlin's Cairn, and we were about halfway when we were attacked by these Yetis.
How many were there?
Oh, those trickly bastards, we couldn't really tell. At least a couple. When we started hearing the screams, we ran.
I'm sorry for your loss of your friend.
It'd be much better to take the pain if we had a nice warm mead to help us.
Yeah.
You should buy them around.
That's it.
Remember earlier you were saying you're not a morning person, and you should probably buy them around.
It's still before noon, so
Yeah, but they could use it. I would do it, but I don't have the money.
So I'll walk up to the bar and
And they've just offered us a job. It
throwing
seems a
money
fair
on
thing.
the counter.
yeah.
For a round of mead.
Can you heat that up somehow? They
I can.
specifically wanted warm mead.
I got you. I got you
It's
covered.
a
I got it.
cider.
And I'll warm up the mead with prestidigitation.
Okay.
I won't make it hot, but I will warm it up.
All right.
They're better than me.
That ought to be good
So-
for your throat as well, if you with the heat and all.
What's wrong with my throat?
What
I'm
is wrong with your throat?
sometimes, when I do their weird things, it gets scratchy there, and a good warm mead it hits the spot. I'm just saying.
And you are
Be
known to
accurate.
do weird things with your throat.
Really?
He's
Let me-
slapping you on the butt.
You
You're made of metal.
You sound like you might have breathed in too deeply some of the cold weather out there. I mean,
sound
I
like
don't want to be rude. It could be just the way you sound, but it sounds like you might have gotten a little cold right in here, and that warm mead will help you out. I mean, it'll just break that stuff up.
He picks it up, chugs it down. Why, yes. It did work out pretty well.
What the? I was not expecting that shit.
All right,
Well,
so I thought I overheard something about a job. I guess I'll just talk with Lorena about that.
Yeah, we got some Yetis to kill.
Yetis. Why do we gotta go kill Yetis?
Because they killed their companion. And the shield maiden who gave us the first job told us about this, so we can put it off and do this one as well. I
Well,
guess.
I mean, we're gonna be leaving town anyway. I'm certain to follow the trail that we've picked up on. So why not? We can.
Well,
How much
this
they
is,
paying? How much they paying us?
You're getting a 50 gold gem
uh,
each.
They speak up and tell me. Okay, cool. At least I'm not gonna get Shanghai
That's
hit.
nice. It'll mean I'll get to have dinner this week.
we're gonna have to
Will it?
have to head
We're gonna
out to
get-
Kevlin's Carn. And look, you always get at least a quarter.
I've heard of that place.
So
What dinner?
I
Staying
think
with me.
one of my what is it? It was King Bruner loved to sit up there on Kelvin's Carn and watch the stars. My dad told me all about that.
right. Well, about halfway there, we're gonna find hopefully, find a dwarven body and some yetis. We gotta get their sled full of ingots to bring back here.
Oh, okay.
If y'all have seen Yetis around here, but we're not gonna find nobody.
Probably not.
That's fair.
Yetis don't normally attack just to attack. They usually attack for food. So
Well,
Omi, if I'm staying with you, you aren't gonna go hungry, my friend.
cannot hear you, Ronnie. I'm sorry.
Really?
no, we.
Well, now I
that's-
She
can.
can.
That's because he was trying to be all like gruff and
I'm
mysterious.
very upset right now.
I'm,
Hard to hear that.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
He sounds louder.
Where's Two Face? We digress
I'm telling
completely.
Omi that if I'm staying with him, he's not going to go hungry.
Yeah, they got this thing called Goodberries.
That's a
I know,
terrible
right?
spell.
Don't those just make a little bit of fruit?
Yep, they
They're
do.
not really that useful.
They're only for creatures.
Little
But
berry.
you're a lot of fruit, so this is fine.
I'm not a fruit. I'm a priest.
All right, so I think we've gotten all the information we can here. And you said she did describe the dude we're looking for about to look the same as this other human we've come across in our travels.
Yes.
The one we've heard of.
Yeah, it seems like that's gonna be Sefek that we've been told about.
All right, so now we have a name and a face, which we
Description.
already figured was the case, but we verified it. So now we just need to find out what direction they may have been going. I'm
Which
sure.
way did it go?
Don't traveling merchants have to like announce where they're heading? Oh well,
I mean,
you know,
if they're flying a plane.
well, I mean,
Yeah, right.
out here in the frozen wastes, it's usually a good idea to let people know where you're going, just in case you don't get to where you're going. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. We can check. We can ask.
Yeah.
Well, they did some
Well-
dealings with some of the other traders in town, so if we ask, maybe someone mentioned something.
If someone would like to give me an investigation check.
Who is good with that?
Not
I'm
it.
okay.
Ah,
I'm above average.
I got something like a 0.
Well, I have a 0, and that is with my tricks of the trade
I have a negative.
or
one.
jack of all trades.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
think,
just hit the button then.
Wait.
Too late. Damn. I'd already hit it by the time you said wait. It's just a
That's
delay.
okay. I helped you a tiny little bit, not much.
Dan, how long does prestidigitation last?
An hour.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a con save.
We're inside.
Oh, okay. Then you haven't investigated, or you don't see anything. No one in the bar knows.
Yeah, we were just talking about what we were gonna do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
All right. So,
Before we go outside,
all right.
my
So,
friends that are struggling with the cold weather will get.
yeah, I was gonna
this.
say I'll re.
Only one of them will.
Yes.
I'll
it's
only
concentration.
cast it if they look like they're getting cold. Because
Oh, that's wonderful. So,
Well- Just an FYI, in town it's only a DC 5.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've seen how I'm rolling today.
That's
Yeah.
why I said I'd wait and see if they actually failed it to, warm them up after the fact. So did you
I'm-
want to use your investigation that you've already rolled, or would you like to try to use an investigation with well, I mean, we can all assist.
That's the
Yeah, I was gonna
DM's call.
say I could assist, but I'm also curious which way is the town they were coming from between here and there? Calvin's Cairn.
Yeah. Let me pull that up for y'all.
Because if they're coming from there, and then we need to go elsewhere to hit, try and find that
Well, we
caravan.
have about 8. I mean, we have some time to catch up to them before, if the murders stay on track,
Yes.
Yes.
the timeline. So we should, if nothing else, we can get some funds built up to help with any provisioning.
Well, also the travel out here. I mean, I know you guys have been in town for a while. Travel out here in this weather can be a little long.
Yeah. But
I mean,
here's Kelvin's Cairn.
all right. So
Dead center. Is that where you're
Yeah.
cooking?
Yeah.
And which way is the city that we're in, Brenchand?
Right here.
Yeah, they're more near the lakes, is where most of the cities are at. Oh, this doesn't put the city on the map.
What city?
The 10 towns. It doesn't put them on the maps.
Yeah. Does it not show it for you guys?
It's
No.
negative.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. How do I do that?
it's going to be the lair that it's on, I'm sure.
I mean, we see names that are being
Now I
put
see
down.
a little red name. but-
Yeah, I'm putting names up, and I'm sure they're spelt very wrong, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. I got 2 folks that are pretty good with Roll20. How do I get the names to pop up? Actually, let me see here.
Rod does a lot with the maps on his, so he might be able to tell you exactly what. Should be able to go to the DM's layer and click it and move it to the other layer, right, Rod?
Yes, and there's a chance that it's putting it behind things. So you can always go then to the map and click the map itself, right click it and click move to back. And that'll sometimes put it behind, if there's words there, it'll make sure that the words show up in front of the map.
Okay. How do I get to the DM's layer?
You don't. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Right underneath your arrow, you
Okay.
on the yep.
Okay. So. Does that show the name?
No.
Now,
Okay. Does that show the name?
Yes.
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 Bryn Shandir is on the map now.
Ooh.
There's Kelvin's Cairn.
And that's on the map now. Perfect.
Oh, good. We can get rid of those misspellings. I was trying to leave them alone.
Yeah,
They might have
I was telling you, I'm pretty sure they're the wrong spelling.
All right.
Look at me. I didn't say anything, and I left it alone. That's so good. of me.
So we'll ask around, I guess, and see if anybody can tell us what town the Torg Merchant Company was heading to next.
Alrighty then.
Yes, where will they be invading?
And then we know we have to go north, if that's the way this map is, northeast to go to Kelvin's Cairn to find that thing of ingots.
Yes, that's where the dwarves are.
So, who would like to give me an investigation?
I will assist.
I will cast guidance.
I will stand around and look pretty.
How about this? Who here has an intelligence greater than 8?
8? That's the bar? I do.
Yes. No, seriously, that is.
Oh, yeah.
You're the investigator. Because if you're not a wizard and you're an
I'm-
adventurer
Or an artificer.
or an
I'm
artificer,
proficient in investigation, so that's
so it's
why I
probably
was
you.
saying.
But ultimately, if you're not one of those two things, odds are you're an idiot, which is probably why you're an adventurer. Because you
Rogue.
can't figure out how to make money any other way.
Can y'all hear
Rogues.
me now?
Yes.
Some rogues,
Yes,
some
rogues.
Yes.
We got you, Ronnie.
Yeah, we got
Thank
you.
you.
So I just went ahead and threw that on the map for so
Yeah,
that
I see
it
it.
gets between the two towns.
All right, so I need an investigation check.
Well, since you're trying to talk to people who are somewhat hesitant about you guys because they don't really know you, I'll even let it be a charisma-based investigation.
Oh, really?
That'd be
Yes.
better for a couple of people.
So.
So a charisma check?
No, but you
Um,
can use your investigation skill if you have it.
Yeah, are you proficient with investigation?
Yeah,
So charisma plus your proficiency.
the same. It's the same.
So, I mean, I could
Oh.
always. Okay, that works.
So, and
That's it. Okay. As you are walking around, you come across. All right. Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Okay.
There you go, George.
You come across. No. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Come on. Ah, you're not going to show a portrait of her? Really? Anyways, you come across.
I try not to step in it.
Hallelujah.
I'm trying to remember what she was. Come across another hefty dwarf. Female. And she lets you know her name is Torga Icevein.
Or
so
go
we
what?
found her.
Torgo. Ice Vein.
Oh, wait. Take that lie back.
Oh.
I missed a word. Come across a dwarf who seems a little destituted, I guess. Not as well covered up and stuff like that. Saying that for a price, he can let you know where Torga was heading.
Can we insight? Does someone want to insight check that?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, might as well.
And I'll ask while that's being done, what kind of price are you talking about? A warm bed and food, or
It's a 19 on my end.
17.
You believe he actually has information, but he needs that he's willing to share for a small bribe.
all right? I'll hate to do it.
I have some silver. Do I get the inclination that some silver would dislodge the
Hey.
information?
He's like, my memory's kind of still foggy. Who was it you were looking for again?
How about this? Can I borrow your silver there for a minute?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'll take his silver in my hand, and I'll do my whatever fancy shit with my hands, and then make it look like I turn his silver into a gold.
It's starting to clear up a little bit.
If it matters, it's a 21.
Yeah. He's impressed with the gold.
And you're asking me to pay you back when you can do that? I don't think so.
Does one gold not
Cross
seem like
that
it's going to
dead
work?
off.
His memory's slowly coming back to him.
And then I will shake it and have 2 gold.
He seems a little bit more intrigued.
Hmm.
You know what? I really
Well,
just want to beat the
here,
shit out of him
hold
to get
the-
the information now.
hold this for me.
Okay.
And I'll reach into his scruffy beard and I'll pull out another one.
Oh my god. I have to step away for 1 second. I gotta go tell my little one to go to bed, but I will be right back.
Okay.
Dan, be careful where you're pulling money out there.
He seems impressed. So, with the entertainment show, all that, I guess he'll spill the beans.
Oh, and by the way, whenever I get a chance, I'll hand you back your silver.
Yeah. He tells you that he overheard them going to Termalani. Termalane?
Tourmaline.
How about
Yeah.
spell it?
Actually, he
Tango.
can show it to us on the map.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
I think
go.
it's Tourmainle. Right, Tourmaline. It's been a little while since I've read that book.
Yeah. Let me bring that up. Tourmaline.
You may want to hide this. There's a bunch of stuff there.
Oh,
I see just some information going to a couple other places.
yeah.
I haven't scrolled down. That's possibly why.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
closed it
see
out.
north to Lonely Wood, east to the Gem Mine, south to Torgos.
That actually was the.
All right. I will thank him for his time, and we will move on. If we can see on the map where they're located at.
Yeah, from Bryn Chandier.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And they give us an idea how close it is to our other destination. Oh,
Oh.
look at that!
It's right there.
It's not
How
too far,
convenient.
isn't it? Well, has everybody got what they need for traversing in the snow? Snowshoes.
Yes.
I have a sled, couple wolves that I'll use to traverse.
I have an axe beak and a sled.
All right.
Someone else has a couple wolves and a sled as well.
What about Toby and Omi?
I don't have anything on my sled right now, so one of them can ride on mine.
And if need be, I can traverse the.
Yeah, but you only did it for
Terrain.
what, like an hour a day or something like that?
Hmm.
Is that how it is at your level?
2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 hours at your level. It's half your level, rounded down.
Yeah.
This place.
All right, so we since you stepped away, we got the name of the place. Tourmaline is where it was rumored they had went next, which is beneficial because apparently we're heading that direction anyway to check on these ingots.
Okay, cool. What are you sleight of handing there?
I was sleight of handing the gold coins.
Oh, right.
Magic trick.
I mean, I could do another one for you. You ready? And I'll just let doves fly out of my hands.
Ooh.
Well, do we
Okay.
Beautiful creature.
we know where we're going? Do we want to make our way that way? Everyone good to go?
Do we have enough provisions?
I've got
several days worth of food.
uh-huh.
I even grabbed some cold weather gear so I wouldn't make you all feel too uncomfortable while we're out there.
Yep, I got my cold weather gear, snowshoes, 10 rations.
And Kodo and Poto are at the stable, so we'll grab them on the way out.
Yep, my axe beak's at the stables as well with my sled.
How long will it take us to get out there with our sleds?
To Tremelin?
Well, to the roundabout location where these ingots were at, unless.
As well.
So with the description of where the ingots was at, does it sound like it's beyond Tremelane or before Tremelane?
They just said it was halfway between.
Well, that's where Tremelane's at, so I don't know if we need to go
Mhm.
past the city to find it or.
Well, Tourmaline is actually over here. It's on the lake. That
Yeah.
map
Yeah.
you showed us,
Oh,
right?
Gotcha.
So it's
out,
kind of like
yeah.
this.
All right, so
Is there a way that goes straight like this? I'm assuming it might go through.
There's a dwarven trail. I'm certain. I'm sure.
There's a road from Bryn Shander to the three towns on that lake.
Yeah. It's about a 6-hour trek from Bryn Shander to Tremolin. So from Caravan, you just know that in this general area, there were Yetis in a sled.
Okay, you were pinging, but is it the general airway he's written?
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Yeah.
we should check out that first because I think it's going to be the most straightforward of our goals.
To get the ingots.
Works for me. And we got, like you said before, we got time, I guess, for the next possible.
If they
Murder.
follow the same pattern that they have been, then yes,
Okay.
we have time. Now, if they change their pattern, then
Well, I'm certain with the moon settings the way they are, there's a reason for the pattern. So I don't think they're going to be changing it.
I tend
So
to agree. I'm just putting it out.
We'll grab our gear and head out the gates towards trying to find these ingots.
Alrighty.
So we have 3 sleds, I believe.
I have mine, yours, and
Mine.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And I
Who's
have.
riding with who, and who is helming?
everyone ready to go?
I suppose so.
Who wants to lead the way is the question.
I'm
Uh,
shite with maps, but I'll try if you need me to.
I have good survival.
So we'll let you
If,
take the lead.
My
How's the
rider, I have a +6. What's yours?
+6.
If you want to lead us, I'll
What
assist
are
you
these
while we're on our way.
numbers you all keep referencing?
It's a guesstimate.
I mean, if you were to rate, my
Scale of 1 to 10.
ability for.
Scale of 1 to.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's a weird thing. That's weird.
Like,
You know
if you were to
me,
scale how hard it is to hit me between like 1 and 20, I'm more of a 16, something like that.
We're the fucking same.
Yeah, you've been around
It's
men
pretty
long
hard to
enough to
hit.
know that we measure things.
It's so weird.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
not 6 inches. Whatever they tell you.
It's somewhere in this range, right?
Sure.
I'm
So let's see. Toby will ride with you up front for the survival part.
And
I
I'll
guess
assist him on the way.
Omi and Loren can ride together, and I'll cover up the rear. Does that all sound amenable, or no? I mean, I'm not
I'm good
hearing
with it.
anything.
Very edible.
I thought I heard Largle say that he didn't really have religion either. I think you should ride with him.
Oh no, I got religion.
I got a rider, so
I'll tell you. I
Yeah,
will not
my worry is
be
look,
stuck
He can
in the
keep
wall.
you warm.
I don't want you in the wall.
He can keep you warm.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. It'll be fine.
Fine.
Plus, we can chat and get to know each other better.
All right.
All
So-
will
So
be
it
well.
sounded like you're like you have some taste similar to a lot of the priestesses I worked with. What you said earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So is there a glass ceiling in this company too? That's kind of why I'm traveling. I can't really advance in the church.
No, not that I'm aware of. In fact, I've had a hard time establishing myself in my own trade. So
I thought you were in charge of the company.
what are you talking about?
Well, I'm bucking for promotion. That's why I figured I'd ride with you.
Fucking promotion.
I'm not in charge of
Bucking.
anything
Bucking.
except for myself.
Oh. Well, who's in charge here?
You are the owner of your own destiny. And I start getting my sled ready.
Okay.
get mine all set up and ready to go.
I get
Typhlo,
comfortable on
whenever
this list.
whenever you and Toby are ready, just go.
Hey, wait, we still haven't figured
On.
out who's in charge here.
Leading the way,
Hey.
off we go.
Mush!
Are you hopping on or not? They're leaving.
I get on.
All right.
This is
I'll
gonna
get
be
out a
fun.
blanket and I'll set it over Toby once he's in place. I'll get out my other blanket, put it on over myself on the front to try and help break the wind.
Uh huh.
You were breaking wind?
Of course, always.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking wind at what, a half a mile an hour? Is that how fast those things go?
Um,
An hour?
an
Well, if he's
axe beak has a
breaking
speed
wind,
of
it might
50,
might go faster.
and it's pulling. So I'm gonna not go as fast as the axe beak can go because I believe they're faster than wolves.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to be in the middle to hopefully get some of the wind not directly on me.
Okay. So who's ever in the lead, give me a survival check.
Dog sleds can run about 15 miles per hour.
You said you're assisting me?
Yes, I'll be assisting you. I'll be listening for your guidance, but I'll also be giving you my own input. 21.
All right. You seem to be on track, best of your knowledge. Um, this
We
was
will
the
be.
first
looking at
hour.
Let it be.
Someone give me a D8.
I got you.
Roll.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Catch a tiger by catch a yeti by his toe.
Mage hand, please hold.
Oh,
Okay.
she can come on in. We don't mind seeing her on the screen. We'll make sure she's okay anyway.
Alrighty.
She doing all right?
Roll.
She is. She's
That's
gonna lay
good.
down.
That's good.
Okay.
It should be somewhat
Give me
better.
another survival check for another hour.
Assisting you, same as always. Input as we're going.
You seem to be doing well. Those who are frigid, go ahead and give me a con save.
Since I
Sure.
put a blanket on as well as my extreme cold clothing,
Sure, this is
is
fine.
that a benefit at all?
Go ahead and roll it with advantage because that does give you cold weather gear technically.
Yeah, because
If
I'm wearing my
cold weather-
extreme cold
okay,
weather gear,
so-
and then I put a blanket on as well,
Yeah.
How the hell?
That's better.
and then I
Okay.
covered.
So you were definitely not built for the cold, apparently.
No.
Yeah.
I made for the savannah.
Start get a little chill, and then you're able to shake it off.
Where's the last place you were at before you came here? Kalimshan?
Sounds like it.
It's a desert.
Sorry, I didn't.
I was a
I didn't-
treasure hunter on the
Kalimsham's
seas.
I
a.
didn't hear the question.
I said, where were you
Driving.
before you came here?
I
Never
can't.
mind.
I can't hear because we're driving so far away in our sled.
You can hear because I can't do thaumaturgy because I don't have that.
You're
I'm-
just screaming at the top of your lungs as the mountains just.
I'm not. I'm not answering the question. Weird.
The two riders, since the drivers are concentrating on following the person in front of them, two riders, give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Since I'm
Sure.
in the front and they're not behind me.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do.
I mean, it's.
Nice.
Oh wait, normal roll, not at
Very
advantage.
nice.
Okay.
Bog standard.
Alrighty.
I'm just enjoying the
Yes.
wind on my head.
As you are approaching over the hill, you guys see this.
Oh,
Oh.
Does he have
that's
a coat?
adorable.
I don't know. I've never seen one of these, but that's pretty cool looking.
I love him.
That's a polar owlbear.
Yes.
Polar
Snowy
bear?
owl. Snowy owlbear.
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I could have just fucking read the damn name. I just got the picture.
I love it.
I was gonna say it's fine.
There it
Can we
is.
avoid them? Did they notice them with enough time that we can make a wide arc around them?
Can we find a baby to raise?
Go ahead. You do see him because you're coming over the hill, and he's probably good 300-400 yards out. So if you can relay that, then do it stealthily.
Slow down and try and be stealthy about it, I guess. Come to a stop.
Slow, huh?
And then, well, I can talk to you guys that way without screaming.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
Why are we slowing down?
Shh, shh.
Alrighty.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I want to be now, bear.
Well, it's a long ways out, so we got that going for us.
As you two hear him shout as he comes over the hill, you see the head turn and two more that were beside it turn and look your direction.
All the same size, or did the two look smaller?
They looked a little bit smaller, but
Not by much.
yeah,
Perfect.
Right.
they're not infants. They're more of adolescents. And they are charging your way.
And with that, it's 13 minutes till 11.
Okay.
Do we want to start it or just stop here?
I'm asking the DM.
With that, we will start the. Actually, everybody go ahead and roll initiative. So we have that.
Oh.
Do you have a screen or do you,
You
want
got
us
a
to just
you got a battle map or something you want us to go on?
That's what I was looking at. I may have to load one.
I'm just going to put on here, click my token, and then hit it just so he has it.
If it takes us to another map, we'll have to re-roll it.
Ah, damn it. Never.
No, that's
I got
not it.
darts. I got 20 foot of throwing.
Yeah, okay. That's great.
Okay, just for a lack of proper map, I will move us to this one for now. And just put your tokens down towards the bottom.
All right.
Like down here?
Yeah, that looks good.
I don't have a token yet, so I'll have to make one.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Here's my roll.
Well, I am consistent tonight.
Yes, you are.
Okay. And
Not bad.
Don't let me drag my thing out.
Whoa. We're in mixed company, sir.
I can't pull my token out.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Stop it.
that's okay. I can't seem to find the.
Initiative level?
Yeah.
You have to. I don't remember.
Why am I not seeing initial?
Oh,
So
hit the clock.
Tracker on the map.
You got to click the clock, left hand side.
Oh, there we go. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there only 4 of us, or we missing someone?
You're missing me, but I can't get a. I can roll it, but I don't have a token to assign it to.
Okay.
So he can just add your name in there.
Yeah.
For now, anyway.
What's your character's name again?
Tobias. 2-1B-AS.
Or Toby.
Or Toby.
T-1BAS.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you rolled a
13.
13. Okay. And now let me find my owlbears, my owlbears, my owlbears. Bears.
Good thing they're like 300 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
It'll
Well, I
give
mean,
us
I
time to
am
get
in the
ready.
back of the group, and he said you saw me as you come over the hill, so
And
Yeah.
I stopped at the top of the hill.
I wouldn't have seen anything other than
Yeah.
Why are you stopping?
I mean,
Okay.
yes, it starts something, but as a character, I wouldn't have known what the hell you're slowing down for.
No, it
Yep.
was a very Lorena thing that you just did right there.
What the hell is this called?
Snowy owlbears.
Snowy. Thank you.
Yes, that's what they were called.
There they are. Whoop. Whoop.
Are they on the GM layer?
They're not even coming out.
There they
Okay.
go. Yeah, they're
Oh,
out.
there they are. Okay.
Ah,
That's
wonderful.
a huge bear.
Oh,
It's
so
just a large
pretty.
creature.
Okay. So.
Oh, so many.
Well, we got range on our side at least for a few turns.
Well, if we can just get the sleds to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're pretty slow. And I bet the owlbears can catch up.
I don't know. Let me see.
Better off just taking them now.
Yeah. Plus with the range, and we got a few casters.
Yeah, well, you also got a couple people that are cold, so we can actually use that to the advantage. Get you some more friggin' warmth.
I know, right?
Okay. So these don't actually have character sheets that I can roll against, roll on.
They're
do they?
Are they basically based off of just normal owlbears?
Yeah. But I was hoping I could just click on the character sheet and roll initiative, but they don't have that.
You can click the token and roll initiative off the character sheet, right?
No. They just have their stat blocks.
Roll.
Don't.
They don't have a way. It won't let you roll by clicking the decks.
You can there should be
Okay.
a little D20 on it, but you can also make a macro for it.
Actually, there are the macros here. I totally forgot about those. Do, 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 do.
I put the text for the initiative macro in Discord because if I put it in the thing here, it'll roll it. Change my initiative.
Okay.
That'll work.
I didn't.
Did you highlight the? I mean,
Thought I did. Okay.
there it goes.
Token layer. I will get the hang of this soon enough.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go. Now, that one. Oops.
Oh, hey, look. There's a trail.
Yeah, we're a trail on the map now.
Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Anyways, I'll get the initiatives in. So we can wrap up here, I'm sure.
Okay. So we will pick back up Friday once again, around about 7 o'clock, to see if we get owlbear steaks or if we become owlbear steaks. Sounds.
We're long pork. I don't think we can be turned into steak.
Hmm.
Just saying.
So either way, check back with
Fair.
us next Friday to continue our frozen trek across the wastelands here in search of iron ingots and a serial killer or a sequential killer. And check back with us on Sunday, of course, to continue our Dungeons with Veterans game. And Monday, of course, I think might be our last. Well, I don't know. Depends on how long our goblins decide to search the entire castle of Ravenloft for our Curse of Strahd campaign.
I
And
think that's unlikely. You guys, I don't know that you're going to find him on Monday. That seems a little unlikely.
Yeah, we haven't even got off the top floor yet or out of the bathroom. So,
Right.
so check back with us and watch our other programs. And starting on the 10th of February, we're going to, which is a Wednesday, we're going to start streaming Torg Eternity. So check back and watch some of that if you want something a little different than 5th edition. So with that, as I end every night, remember we're in this adventure called life together. So please remember the golden rule. Treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Bye.
Thought it was he who has the gold makes the rules.
Then you make
All
no
right.
rules, my friend.
Good night.